audio running here. Okay, I think the stream is live. And let's get some tabletop audio ambiance going. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Curse of Strahd.
Oh, right. I was supposed to bring the lightning, wasn't I? Oh, well.
That's fine.
I bring the thunder, not the lightning.
We kind of almost have everybody today, and I say kind of almost only because we've got one of our party racing home in the car, connected to the call, but perhaps not fully able to participate until then, but here to follow along. So let's introduce each other. I am Christiana Ellis. I'm the Dungeon Master. We have Lee Burdett as Honor, the Tiefling Ranger.
Hello.
We have Tim Dodge as Julius, the Aasimar Paladin. And he could say something, but he says hi.
You were just buffering. I wasn't sure whether you were done talking or not.
Oh, okay.
So anyway, hi. We meet again.
Yes. We have Nutty as Shadow, the Elven Druid.
Hello, everyone.
We have Mark Kilfoyle as Rockjaw, half-orc barbarian.
May the forest guide you.
And in the car, making his way home, Nobilis as Zia, the human wizard.
Hi there. Word has it he's already been pulled over twice.
So, last time we finished on an uncommon high note for you guys, for these cursed adventurers, as they made their way to the gatehouse of Tsolenka Pass, dispelled the magical curtain of green flame that blocked their way, and fought off a bunch of undead snow maidens to recover one of the prophesied treasures that had been foretold by Madame Ava way back when. They found the Sun Sword.
Yay!
Which,
Shiny.
according to the Tome of Strahd, is the one thing Strahd is afraid of.
And we have all of our items that Madam somebody told us to get.
No, you don't.
Oh, dang it.
One.
There is the holy relic that is in the tomb
yeah.
of a wizard.
Mm-hmm.
You guys also all leveled up to level 8. Has everybody completed that level up process?
Oh.
I didn't get any new spell slots or anything. All I had to do was add hit points.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah.
All
You
right.
just do that quickly.
Well, no, I think that you get like an ability score increase, don't you, Tim?
My proficiency bonus did not change either.
Well, but at level 8, you choose. I'm pulling it up. I think.
Yeah,
you,
okay.
Rather get,
Yeah, at level
rather
8.
get that or a feet.
Yeah, you can either
You're
choose a feat or
buffering.
add 2 points. Okay, well, I mean, from our end, nothing is changing.
Oh, okay.
We're not getting any buffering. You just say we're buffering, so I don't know what to tell you.
Can
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So at level 8, you get an ability score increase. So you can either choose a feat, which at this point maybe would take too long, unless you know which one you would want, or you add 2 points to any ability score of your choice, or
Okay.
1 each for 2 of them. So yeah, you can decide on that. You can think on that while we continue.
right.
And then you all decided to take a long rest here in
Yep.
this tower, since it was already kind of dark and it was a good stopping point, so to speak. And let me go ahead and bump everybody, all the NPCs, get their hit points back where they ought to be. And the general consensus last night was that Ismark would get the Sun Sword, at least for now, to carry it and use it. But certainly in the light of morning, you can reevaluate that potentially, if you feel like you want to.
Now let him carry it for a while.
Yeah.
I just want to find a magic edge.
All right. So, you spent the night in this tower, And thank goodness you guys brought this cold weather gear, because it is very cold. You know, this tower, you are mostly out of the frigid wind, but even still it howls down the chimney. You're not able to make a fire because there's nothing to burn. And so you, with your cold weather gear, and you are able to make the best of it and you know, survive the night. But you definitely get the feeling that would not be a given.
One point of order, Miss DM.
Yes.
Lehman's tiny hut allows us to control the temperature inside the dome.
Okay, so
So
would you
we-
have? I guess we didn't discuss that, but yeah.
I had the spell slot available at the end, and so since after the long rest you get it back, there's no reason not to use it. So
Fair enough.
we're all nice and toasty warm inside the Lehman's tiny hut
Right.
while
So
the wind howls outside.
anytime any of you steps out to use the bathroom, you say, "Boy, it's cold out here."
Anybody bring marshmallows?
Yeah, so within the hut, you are nice and comfortable, but you do recognize that the weather outside, you would have if not for your cold weather gear, you would probably be having the conversation about whether to turn back and get it. That's how cold it is, because you know, it's well below freezing, and the wind just cuts through everything once you're exposed to it. And when at night, it's even worse. But you sleep through the night. The only thing that happens, do any of you, are you keeping watches at all, or are you staying awake, or any of you, or you're
I
just
think we should probably keep
relying
watches.
on the hut?
Yeah. Watches.
All right. Well, so
What he said so eloquently.
So about it's about 2 a.m. And who is awake now?
I'll be
Honor
awake.
is.
Okay. Is that so? We'll say Honor is
Honor and Anubis are.
on watch
as well.
at this time.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. You got the wolf. Yeah.
Yep.
And nothing disturbs the tower, but you do hear outside, you know, with the constant wind kind of coming down this chimney and the wind swirling around, you do, it becomes this kind of monotonous white noise after a while. But then you hear something a little bit irregular in it, and it starts getting more noticeable. It's sort of a whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound. It sounds very big, and it's outside. And I don't mean like outside the door. I mean it's somewhere,
Okay.
not inside the tower.
Yeah. I'll check the windows. See if I can see anything out the windows.
It's dark.
It's dark.
I right now have you guys all on the first floor of this tower, but you can go to one of the other levels if you like.
Yeah. I think Honor will take the stairs real quick up and go to the second floor since that has more windows.
Make a perception check as you shiver in the cold air outside the Lehman's tiny hut.
Oof.
Yeah.
3.
Cold. Very cold.
Yeah. So with this, you're too cold, and you're getting that weird thing where your eyelashes feel like they're freezing together when you blink, and it's like you want to find out what it was, but it does sound like it's far away, and it's cold, and you'd kind of rather just go back in the hut, you think. So you don't really see anything, and before too long, this whoosh, whoosh, whoosh sound starts receding again.
Okay.
It seemed like it just kind of passed on by. Nothing else of note happens through the night, and it is now morning again. You all are awake, well rested, and now only 2 days away from Strahd's wedding ceremony.
Morning.
Everybody looks okay, so what do you want to do now?
How's everybody feeling?
I had a dream.
Why don't you tell us as we get on the road?
Yes.
I was charging through a forest. Trees fell before me, and I felt no pain. I believe it was a dream of one of the animals I have heard of. Strong as I am, but tougher. I feel inspired. An Oliphant, I think it's called.
And his skin does look tougher this morning.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Do you have
Casimir.
dreams like this often?
Sorry. Go ahead.
I dream many times. Not all give me lessons. Only the good animals. Others are just scary. Those are the ones I hunt. Like Strahd.
Casimir looks ready to go already. He's kind of packed up and just kind of watching the rest of you. I am eager to proceed to the temple.
Right. That's where we're going. Further? Up?
Yep.
Yep. We've all had something to eat and drink. I mean, we've got sustenance. We're ready for the trip. Oh, okay.
Yep. Let's hit the road.
All right. So I would imagine Zia dismisses the hut. You make your way out into the very chilly air, but you know that, once you kind of get moving, you try to huddle against the cliffside to stay out of the wind as much as possible. You start making your way north, and you don't get too far. The wind and snow is blowing sort of a snowy mist down the cliff face that makes it hard to see past about 60 feet or so. Sorry, I'm pulling up a couple of things. And
Okay.
let me move you to about how far you get, which, like I said, is not too far up the cliffside.
Yep.
So I kind of just sort of randomly have you assembled there. You guys, if you like, can tell me what order, what marching order or positions you would be in as you make your way up this narrow path along with the steep cliffs on either side, one up, one down.
I'm eager.
I'll be right behind him. I would put Zia a little bit further back.
Yep.
Where
I will
would you
push
guys?
this at a faster pace.
Ismark, I think, is right there with you. He's buoyed by the sun sword, and also Casimir is kind of leading the pack, or rather, he's up there with you guys, also eager.
Just a quick question. Mark, do you have control over Rockjaw?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I still do too.
Yeah.
Hands off my rock jaw.
It's fine. I just wanted to make sure you could handle him.
Okay.
I think Esmeralda, it makes sense that she's willing to kind of be the watching everybody's back, kind of staying behind.
Yeah. And Honor will kind of keep pace with Rockjaw. Question. Well, first of all, for the party, I heard something that was making this whoosh whoosh noise. And now that I'm not quite so cold and I'm more awake, I think that might have been the rock.
Maybe it can teach me to fly.
That would
Esmeralda's
be
like,
a really difficult listen.
Does that seem likely to you?
I keep an open mind.
All right, so you guys are kind of making your way. Like I
If
said,
it teaches you to fly, make sure it also teaches you to land.
Landing is easy. The world takes care of that part.
Called falling with style.
So, the road ahead is cut out of the mountainside, rising steeply to one side and falling away on the other. Mist and snow greatly reduce visibility, and the howling wind cuts through you like a knife. And does anyone have a passive perception of 16 or higher?
No.
No.
Checking. Hang on.
Yeah, I was going to think, I think it's possible that Shadow does. Whatever your current wisdom modifier.
Yeah, well, my perception is at a +6.
So then, yes,
But-
you do have
yeah,
16.
Okay.
That's, yeah, your
That's
passive
yeah.
perception is 10 plus your perception skill modifier.
Okay.
Um,
yeah.
So,
Definitely not me then.
so then what you see before anybody else, you hear just the sound of a like a bleeding sound, but like deep and sort of ominous. I'm trying to select it and it won't let me. There we go. And all of a sudden you follow the glance and look up onto the cliffside, and a 9-foot tall goat stands atop a crag above you. Its gray fur blending with the rock of the mountainside. It lowers its head and malice glimmers in its eyes.
That's a really big goat. And I point up
Yeah.
and I show everybody else. You see him? He's kind of
Well,
like
so hang on.
camouflage there.
We're rolling initiative right now, and everybody but Shadow is surprised.
Okay, I'm not sure if I can be surprised.
Oh, okay. Well, remind me then. I mean, because I don't. Yeah, that's why I asked about the passive perception. But I remember that the.
Well, there's a couple of things.
Yeah.
Danger sense, but that's against other things. I do have
Yeah.
advantage on initiative.
Okay. Shoot,
At least
roll
there's
this
that.
again.
For a second time, 16. The 16 is the better of the two, so that's the one I get.
And so the. Hold on, let me try to get this set.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Click.
So
And now we'll-
did you confirm? Are you able to be surprised? Yes or no?
Yes, I am able to be surprised, but I do
Okay.
have advantage on initiative.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
So-
actually, if I am surprised being in combat and not incapacitated, I can still act normally on my first turn, but only if I enter a rage before doing anything else.
Okay.
I knew there was something there.
Yeah. All right. So being able to act normally, yeah. Okay.
And it's got it as there we go. That's
Let
better.
me get everybody else on here. Okay. Mark. Okay. And I don't think I have Adrian yet, but you know what? I'm just gonna leave him off because I actually don't think this is gonna be a long. Well, no, that's never mind. I don't need to do that. I can just do it. I don't know why I'm like in a hurry somehow. All right, let me get the get back into this. Okay. All right.
Shoot.
Okay, so, looks like Esmeralda got the highest, but is surprised. I don't think we got yours on there, Shadow?
Sorry, I think I rolled. It didn't. It said you wanted to send the result.
Yeah.
It was a 15.
In the future, the way to fix that, I'll just do it manually now, that's fine. But click on your token before clicking the initiative roll.
Yeah, I forget to do that every time, and then it gives me an error
no
message.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
fine. That's now you know.
Before we get into combat here, those 2 extra ability score points that I got for leveling up, I had put in strength, I've changed my mind. I'm going to take those 2 points away from strength and put them in dex.
Okay.
So I'm making that change on my sheet right now.
All right.
And
that'll change your initiative, yeah?
Well, it'll give you another +1. Which I can just do manually here.
yeah, so instead of being 7, I'm 8.
Yeah. All right.
And
So
it also changes my armor of peace defense.
okay. So given that Rockjaw is able to act on his first turn, you, I think, you're going to end up going first. And I'll say that you basically hear Nutty call out, I think probably the beginning of, "There's a goat thing!" And you can look up there and you see it too, and it looks like it is getting ready to charge someone, and it's pretty big.
We were warned of a giant goat, I seem to recall. So, you can teach me.
Oh, I didn't do initiative for Zia. I forgot to do that. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Close the sheet.
So that's okay. So what are you doing, Rockjaw? Are you not taking an action?
Well, I'll rage first of all.
Yeah.
And how far up and away is this thing?
These squares are well, okay. It's a little. We're playing with the distance on the map a little bit because the elevation is very steep here. So technically, it is. I'm going to say within 40 feet horizontally, but it is also essentially charging down an incredibly steep slope. You know,
Can I
doing that
intercept
goat
it
thing
if
where it goes doink, doink, doink. You're not 100% sure where it, like, who among you it might be choosing. You could certainly, I'm going to say you would have to make a check to get past any of these little elevation change markers.
Okay.
To climb there, but you could kind of make yourself prominent if that's what you want.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I'm going to meet the goat.
All right.
Head on.
So these squares are 10 feet each, but go ahead and move to wherever you would like to be.
All right. So that's 15.
That's a really high
20.
initiative roll for Zia, except he's surprised this round. So.
That's 25. So now I have to make a roll to change this elevation?
Yeah, you're making a climbing check, essentially. Athletics, which I think you have advantage on when you're raging.
I believe so. Open that up. No, maybe not. There's a lot of things I've got to remember from Rockjaw. It's been a while, and it feels like he's not even fitting for skin anymore, like somebody else is wearing. I don't see right here, so I'm just going to say no.
What are you checking?
Just to make sure if I have advantage or not on those.
Rages give you advantage on strength checks.
Yeah, oh, that's right. Is this a strength check?
Athletics, yeah.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Acrobatics is the dexterity equivalent.
Good thing.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good thing you had advantage, because otherwise,
Yeah.
you still only make it about 10 feet up the side, given that you crossed
Okay.
about 15 feet getting to the base of the cliff.
I'm going to hold my attacks until it comes within range, presuming that it's basically going to come right through me.
Yeah. So that does seem to be what it is likely to do at this point. Shadow.
Yes. I think I'm going to have some fun, but give me one second. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to cast Stone Skin on myself.
Okay.
Okay. And then I am going to transform into a wild shape that I just gained at level 8. I'm going to transform into a giant eagle.
Wow. Nice. I don't have a giant eagle form version of you,
That's okay.
but let's see if I have a fun token for you to use. I don't really have any. So we'll just we'll put little wings on you.
There we go.
And a beak.
Yeah. And so are you've bonus action wild. Oh no, because you.
I cast a spell
Cast
first.
a
That was my
spell,
action,
right,
and then my
okay.
bonus action was my wild shape. So
Right.
I'll
Okay.
go on the next round.
So, having made yourself a prominent target, Rockjaw, you do see this thing is about to charge and essentially just ram you. And it's like, so even though you're holding your action, what we'll do is we'll resolve your action first to see essentially if you get to, like, damage it before it just slams into you, which it's trying to do. So we're
Okay.
going to resolve your attack first. But because this basically 9-foot tall goat is essentially going to try to just butt you off the cliff with its head.
Excellent.
How rude.
One way or another, I'm going to fly. The great axe will cleave its head in two. Or maybe not.
Actually, that L12 is enough to hit.
Ooh. So for a 9.
Okay.
And I hit again.
I don't think you can. You don't get both attacks when you hold your action.
When I can attack twice instead of once whenever I take the attack action on my turn.
Well, but a held action is different, isn't it? I think
It's an
it
action.
is.
It's a held action that is my attack.
Hold on, I'm not sure about that. Let's see.
Like I can't use my move or bonus. I know that, but
Now I'm confused. Now I'm trying to. Let's see. You can take the ready action on your turn, which lets you act using your reaction. You decide what the trigger would be, what the action. When the trigger occurs, you can take your reaction. Let's see.
my action is attack.
Well, I
And
know.
whatever-
Hang on, just a second. Let's see. I could have sworn it. Okay, yeah, I guess so. I could have sworn it's. I've definitely heard it interpreted that it's like an opportunity action, an attack of
Yeah.
opportunity, because you're using your reaction, not your action. But I'll allow it in this case
Okay.
because it's not clear to me.
And so that's a hit.
Yep. And you cut its head off before it's able to hit you. And then its
Blood
weight,
splatters all over me.
its weight is going to slam right into you. And,
Catch.
well, how about this? Make an acrobatics check.
Okay. And this
Roll,
is
roll well.
I do have danger sense. I have advantage and dexterity saving
This,
throws. I guess it's not. All right.
this is
Alright.
different. I'm calling this
Okay.
an acrobatics check.
Oh,
Okay. It's not so bad. It's not as bad as it might have been. You take 8 bludgeoning damage as it knocks you back to the base of the cliff and then lands on top of you.
4. I got it.
And I'm sure Shadow's there in her stone-skinned great eagle form going, oh, all right
Never
then.
mind.
Caw. Flap, flap.
I stand up with the head in one
Show my
hand,
annoyance
shout
and
mightily.
Hopefully ruffle his hair.
I can make this into a hat.
Caw.
Wait, oh, you know what? Something was fishy here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to allow it, but what I'm going to let you guys know is that something was screwy, that it was supposed to have 33 hit points, and for some reason, the token started up with 19, and that's why it was dead. But you caught it on a bad day. That's what happened.
It had already fought the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's annoying, though. I'm just realizing that the token didn't come up with the proper amount of hit points according to the adventure. But that's all right.
Wonder what that is.
It had already been in a fight today.
So will we be fighting anybody else who only has half the number of hit points they're supposed to have? That could make the afternoon a whole lot more pleasant.
Rockjar, how many animals did you fight in your dream?
This goat weighs like 800 pounds, so it's pinning Rockjaw right now.
I shove it off.
Well, make a
a strength
an
check or
athletics
something.
check. Or a
Am I
strength
still
check.
raging?
Yeah,
We're doing athletics or strength or
strength for this one, I think.
okay.
Yeah, you do. You guys see him manhandle this gigantic goat. Just,
Breakfast.
Anubis is all over that.
it's enormous. So yeah, you guys, if you wanted to harvest some of that meat or something, I don't know
I
if you
claim
want to
the
take
head.
the time to do that.
Is it cold enough so that it wouldn't spoil if we just?
It is definitely
Right,
below
harvest?
freezing.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cut off a couple of pieces.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why not?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take a few hunks myself.
It's
Don't
going to
let
take you a
anything go to
couple
waste.
of.
It's
It's going to take
yummy.
you an hour or so, I'll say, if you want to harvest any meaningful amount of it.
I think that's an hour well spent.
All right.
I just tie the head onto my pack.
All right.
You gonna
Yeah,
throw
Is
it
it
again?
next to the?
To the
Yeah,
antlers.
I was gonna say
Okay.
that the disembodied head of honor is feeling kind of crowded now.
Also, I'm going to just say this thing is 9 feet tall. The head is too big to just hang from your belt. It would drag along the ground.
Okay, guys, I am home. I am switching to my my desktop, so I'll
Okay.
be with you shortly.
Great.
Oh, cool.
Awesome.
All right.
I'll have to readjust everybody's labels probably, but that's fine.
You know, his timing is well. The fact that Rockjaw just decapitated the goat was very fortuitous because I was going to use one of Zia's spell slots. But it turned out to be unnecessary.
Welcome, Nobilis Improper. And I'm glad you were able to follow along with what's happening. We don't have to catch you up.
The marvels of modern technology.
Indeed. So what I'll say, since you guys took the hour to get a little bit of meat, Rockjaw, is if you want, instead of like having the whole head, you could like,
Horns.
yeah, you could take the horns, or you could have like this top of the skull or something. I don't know. I'm just thinking this is a 9-foot tall goat. The head is going to weigh like 150 pounds.
Is it big enough for a hat?
It is. It would be a giant hat.
It would be a whole face helm.
That sounds good.
Even still, probably big for that, honestly. But okay. I mean, just imagine, the size of a regular goat's head, and now make it like 5 times the size.
Yeah, I can drag it with me.
All right.
Oh,
So,
and by the way, since I just saw him just casually push off an 800-pound goat off of this person, I'm now referring to him as Mr. Rockjaw.
Mr. was my father. Don't bother.
Also, I'm going to, as soon as my roll 20 comes up, I'm making my 2 divination rolls.
okay. Great. So, as you guys, collect yourselves. I don't need to bring Sangsor with you.
I got him. He's with us in spirit.
Just take off the top part of the square.
Yeah. So you make your way to this sort of first arch. And as you approach the bridge, the snowy pass comes to a gorge spanned by a stone bridge. At each end of the bridge is a 30-foot tall, 30-foot wide stone arch. Atop each are 2 statues of armored knights on horseback with lances charging toward one another. The wind bites and howls like wolves as it passes through the gorge. But then, as you look through the gate over over the bridge here. The low walls that enclose the stone bridge have fallen away in a couple of places, but the bridge appears intact. A black cloaked rider on a charcoal-colored horse guards the middle of the bridge.
Oh dear.
Statue? Person? What?
None shall pass.
It is a horse, and you don't recognize either the horse or rider. The horse is black, and the rider is dressed in black with like a hood and sort of wrappings around it, blocking its face.
To make sure it's safe, I put the head down and put the backpack beside it. Stay.
Okay.
All right.
Julian has mage armor now.
Okay.
If he didn't before, he has
Okay.
it now.
Are you staying in as an eagle, Shadow?
Ha.
Because I think it lasts 4 hours, right?
Yeah.
I believe the word you're looking for is scree.
All right, Julius is going to approach the Black Rider.
As you draw closer, it kind of bends its head to look down at you, but as soon as you get within 5 to 10 feet, it just starts to blow away like ash in the wind, and it just dissipates.
Oh. Bummer.
You know, Rockjaw, if you wish to fly, this can be arranged.
Really?
I could, the eagle that she become, I could do that for you.
Can it still hold an axe?
I reach out my claws and go, ah, ah. Pick you
I
up.
hold up my axe and see if the eagle can hold it.
Adrian turns into his raven form.
Oh.
No, I could turn you into eagle, and then you could fly around. I was thinking that it would be a useful thing if we have a monster that is flying around and we cannot, and you have not weapon to shoot or throw at it. I could turn you into eagle, and then you could attack it directly.
That could be fun.
It might give you a different perspective.
I like different perspectives, especially animal ones.
If you suddenly find yourself with feathers, that is what happens.
I will
It's
not
not
freak
just a
out.
bad dream, not another dream, right?
So I would say those of you who are afraid of heights probably find crossing this bridge to be somewhat anxiety-inducing because it is several hundred feet down. And although the bridge is cracked and broken in places, it is sturdy enough to support you to make your way across.
Hey, Julius, what
going
did you
to-
do to that guy?
I looked back and sort of shrugged my shoulders. I was just going to talk to him.
I'm
And
not
he
using the
crumbled.
bridge. I'm flying, but I'm kind of flying.
Cheater, yes.
All right, so you guys make your way across the bridge on the far side. One of the statues atop this arch has crumbled, leaving only the hindquarters of the horse intact. The mountain pass continues beyond. And if you guys are going to go ahead and continue on your trip, I'll move you back onto the map of Barovia.
Yep.
Carry on.
Let's turn around now.
And
Yeah.
Come too far.
I've had enough.
Yeah. Casimir will burn us to a crisp.
he would
And I'll help
definitely
him.
be irritated. So you guys have just crossed the gatehouse of Zelenka Pass, right here. And you're making your way further along this road. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10,
I-
11.
On roll 20, I am not seeing that map.
Oh, did I? Oh, maybe I didn't move. No, I
Yeah, I
moved
am.
the players onto it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me.
So you guys travel for a couple of hours, and you make your way to a path another sort of crossroads. One direction would curve around down to the south. You know from your map that is not the way that would lead to the Amber Temple. Instead, you would be taking the path that branches north further up into the mountains. But you are currently at the crossroads.
I assume my party members that can speak are just going to go the way that we know we're supposed to go.
Yeah.
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 I did
Yeah.
my finger in the air.
Yeah.
We go this way.
That is a weird looking mound that's reflected on the map.
What are you looking at specifically?
This little hill.
Oh, yeah. You guys make your way. I'll say that it was with your various abilities that allow quick travel. I'll say it's been 3 hours to get to where you're going to arrive at the temple since you left the Zelenka Pass.
If you look down the hill, that's where we were an hour ago.
All right, so I'm moving you on to a new map. You're all starting here at the bottom of this map.
Okay.
And let me get you what you see as you arrive. I'll assume that Shadow is still got another hour on her giant eagle form if she chooses to stay that way.
Yep. 8 hours total.
Oh, 8 hours total? I thought it was your
It's-
druid level round in half. Am I wrong?
I thought, hang on, I was just looking it up.
Well-
And it said 1 hour per druid level. Or maybe I'm
Oh, well,
reading
I
it
mean, that
wrong.
might be right. I was maybe just misremembering.
Yeah. I just Googled it, so I mean, your book might be better than Google.
The book says you can stay in beast shape for a number of hours equal to half your druid level rounded down.
Oh, okay. Then
But Circle of the Moon might be... no, yeah, it's half. Half.
okay.
So you have another hour on it
I have
if
an
you
hour.
want,
Gotcha.
and then that's just still your first of today. So, as you guys continue to follow this mountain path, the road fades away under a covering of snow, but it takes you far enough to see the facade of some kind of temple carved into the sheer mountainside ahead. The front of the structure is 50 feet high and has 6 alcoves containing 20-foot tall statues. Each statue is carved from a single block of amber and depicts a faceless, hooded figure, its hands pressed together in a gesture of prayer. Between the two innermost statues is a 20-foot tall archway with a staircase leading down.
That is a very large amount of amber.
Well, they did call the Amber Temple. It'd be disappointing otherwise.
Esmeralda says, I hope everybody is under the impression that this temple will be extraordinarily dangerous.
What else can we expect?
I don't know.
I mean, whose temple is it?
Casimir says the temple originally was meant to contain evil forces, dark powers beyond our understanding, but since then was taken over by anyone who would seek to find these dark powers, or perhaps those like ourselves just looking for magical tools for whatever purpose they might have.
And Strahd went here.
Yes. And this is where he forged his pact with the dark powers.
Ugh. Well then, let us go ask some difficult questions, answers to which we may not want to hear.
So, Shadow, you also noticed that it was hard to see because just the blowing snow and because it was standing kind of off to the side of the path about here, you see a skeletal horse that's actually almost a little bit translucent. It's kind of just standing in the snow over there.
Can you point that out again? Because
It doesn't matter on the map, really.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
I'll do it right there, but there's not a
Thank
token
you.
for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I and kind of flap my wings in that direction, and I'm gonna fly just outside of range of the skeletal horse.
Okay.
I'll go over and look at it.
Yeah.
Around there.
It reacts kind of like a regular horse might to approaching people, meaning it kind of shifts its skeletal hooves a little bit, but otherwise does not run away or take any other sort of action. As you arrive here, you realize it is some sort of a phantom steed. It seems to have physical form, but it's not. It's magical.
It's not
of some
natural?
type.
Yeah.
Wait, that ain't Strahd's horse, right?
No. Strahd rides a nightmare.
So, whose horse is it?
Perhaps there is a knight inside for which it is still waiting.
Cold hands.
Not more of those stupid knights.
But it.
I suspect we will find answers inside.
Adrian has been flying around a little bit, just kind of scoping out the front of this place, and then he lands and turns into his human form and says, "There's a cave of some sort off to the left. It seems to have a crack or a fissure in it."
Oh, that would be good. Going in the front door is often less than best way.
Does it go inside?
He kind of just shrugs. So I'll just
Let us.
I fly over there. How big is this cracker fisher?
it would basically, you would have to squeeze through it one at a time.
So I need to transform back to my regular shape.
Yes, you would have to.
Okay.
Christiana, do you want to give me control of Esmeralda so that you don't have to worry about her?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. We've talked about that in the past. So I'm going to take.
I still have Adrian's control.
Okay, good. So that's easy then. Trying to see what I need to click for this. Esmeralda. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give. All right. Okay, so you should have Esmeralda now, Alice.
Just
Okay.
and let's see. Do I have her character sheet?
You should. I mean, it should be in your journal.
Up there it is. Yep, got it.
Oh, I still have Zia's character sheet in my journal. I don't know if that's...
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
But
I didn't know
we
if that
need
meant that I had control and he didn't. I wasn't
Do
sure.
you want Casimir, Nutty?
Yeah, I'll take Casimir.
Okay.
Okay, and who's left?
It's Mark.
Yeah.
We
need
got
someone-
pets.
Okay. So you should have
Yep, I see him.
Casimir in your journal, and that's good. Okay. So yeah. So Ismark, I have set up that his he has the sun sword, and I have that set up in there. So he's pretty much just runs at things and chops at them. So
Okay.
do you want him then, Tim?
Yeah, sure.
All right. All right, we'll see how that goes. No, I don't mean that to be a tone. I'm just suddenly it's like, oh, it's a bunch of stuff I'm not having to necessarily keep track of in the same way now, which is easier for me. Okay.
Is there a lag before he shows up in my journal? And then wait, I haven't
Well-
scrolled to the bottom. Maybe he's in there.
You should be at the top.
Yeah, right now it's just seeing Zia and Julia, so there might be a lag.
NPCs might show up a little later, like the were-raven for me shows up under monsters.
Yeah, it'll show up under named NPCs.
Oh, okay. Yep, there he is.
Mm-hmm.
Character sheet buffer. Okay.
So is this a natural cave?
What you see is that, yeah, this looks like this was a natural sort of just eroded cave, and just a crack in the rock seems to lead somewhere. It's narrow enough that one at a time you could squeeze through.
I guess I'll perch the head somewhere in here, watching outward.
Also, you guys need to tell me if you're doing things stealthily or, what your plan is.
I don't think stealth is required. Let's just go.
And be careful for traps.
Yeah, that's yeah. Being on the lookout for traps is more important than.
Do we have anyone that's specifically good for looking for traps?
I think Honor's got the best perception score in the group, right?
No, that's
be me.
Yeah,
okay.
That would be Shadow.
Okay, then Shadow. I think Shadow should go first then.
Okay, and I've got keen senses, so.
Right.
So as you are the Zangorn head, as you are perceiving in that crack, you actually hear several human voices discussing. It sounds like they're just discussing the results of their latest hunt.
There's what sounds to be humans in there, and they just finished a hunt.
What kind of hunt?
Can I hear what they hunted?
They sound similar to the mountain folk that you had previously encountered. They've got just various. So and so got a deer, which is good. The direwolf got a moose.
These are the ones afraid of Honor's spear, right?
Yeah, Honor.
Yes.
I think you need to make some friends.
Yes.
Do you guys know how low Honor's charisma score is?
No, you have a spear.
Yes, but you have this spear. That is the important thing.
So go in waving that thing.
Zia points to the spear and then the crack.
She made it funny.
Okay. Well,
Is this going to be a tight squeeze?
Well, I mean, you're gonna be able to go, to get through it, but it is sort of the, stepping through sideways sort of thing.
Single file.
As you kind of, what you also noticed though, Nutty, is that there seems to have been a little bit like lower, like at about 3 feet. There's some of it's been carved out a little bit, and there are definitely tracks going in and out. You suspect that these people you're overhearing, this is probably how they get in there.
Okay.
So it's narrow, but somewhat smoothed.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, so I will go ahead and reveal this room. Okay. And as you come through, you see all of a sudden 5, so torches and sconces light this bare stone room. 6 bedrolls made of stitched animal furs cover the floor. Cold air enters through a fissure in the southwest wall that you just came through, so you feel kind of the breeze, coming through. But you see these, 5 sort of mountain folk, including one, a woman who looks bigger than the others, and a dire wolf, and they all immediately leap to their feet and look like they're ready to defend themselves. But then the bigger woman steps forward and says, "You carry the spear."
Yes. I and my party are looking to enter the temple. We're looking for information before we do so.
She's giving you a look up and down like she's thinking, she's not sure she's happy that you have that spear.
Nice wolf.
The wolf, incidentally, although everyone else seems to have stood down a little bit and they look like they're kind of waiting once they saw the spear, the wolf looks pissed. It's growling at all of you. And
I like it.
This woman who seems to be the leader kind of tries to sort of like dismiss it, but it's not listening to her.
Do you have a lesson for me?
And I get down on all fours and start walking towards it. Well, crawling towards it.
It's gonna try to bite you.
Good.
So let's see. It, yeah.
Should we roll initiative?
Well, we'll see how it progresses. The wolf rolls a 21, which I suspect. So that's 10 piercing, and make a strength saving throw. Yeah, that's plenty. So you are not, wrestled onto your back by this thing,
Good.
but it definitely bites you, and then the woman just says, "Wolf, be still!" And it kind of looks at her like, it resents this command, but it does back off of you and sit.
I stand and nod respectfully. Good. You're worthy to keep them alive.
It's still growling at you.
I am going to rebuke the violent.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Jaw or the wolf?
The wolf.
Yeah, that's the ability. So remind me what that does.
Okay, it says you can use your channel divinity to rebuke those who use violence. As a reaction, when an enemy within 10 feet of you deals damage with a melee attack against one creature other than you, you force that attacker to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it just dealt. On a successful save, it takes only half.
Okay. Well, it looks like it rolled 20, so that's a success, but it still takes half.
Yep.
So it takes 5 radiant damage, which is half of the 10 piercing it dealt. Is that what it says?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So apparently, we'll retcon just a little bit. As it bites you, Rockjaw, suddenly you see radiant energy sort of swarm off of you and burn the direwolf's mouth and face, and it kind of yelps in kind of confusion and pain.
I look down in amazement. I can do that.
Yes, Mr. Rockshaw, that was you.
The rest plays out as I said, is that this woman doesn't seem to kind of register exactly what that was, or assumes that it, wolf can take care of itself. So she still commands it to be still, and it, is still growling, but backs off, its mouth steaming a little bit.
Good. Keep the fire.
And it looks a little bit like it's, direwolf will remember that. But yeah. So in any case, this bigger woman comes up to you, Honor, and is kind of just ignoring the rest of you, frankly, and just once she's standing right next to you, you realize she's got a foot of height on you, and she's pretty powerful looking, and she just says, "You're going to need to prove to me that you're worthy of that spear."
I say to her, we come in peace. We don't have any gripe with you. We just, as our colleague said, we've come for information.
Make a persuasion check.
And because I'm coming as an emissary of peace, I get a +5 bonus to my persuasion check.
Yeah, you sure do.
Starting to remember to use this stuff now.
Yeah. See, that's the good part of that oath of redemption. Yeah, that's what you get to do. Stuff like that.
Okay. So, hold on. Oh, I'm on the wrong part of my sheet. And here we go.
I have okay, never mind.
Well, so
I was going to say I have foreseen a 15.
Okay. Well, so an 11 plus 5, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Plus his charisma bonus, right? His persuasion bonus.
I think the roll already includes his.
It does.
charisma.
Oh,
Yeah.
But then because you are specifically advocating for everyone to let's calm down and not fight, you get an additional plus 5. And everyone, you feel sort of a supernatural sense of calm wash over the room as he advocates this, and you see the woman just kind of take a step back. Perhaps you're right. I suppose the spear would not have found its way to your hands if you were not worthy. She nods to you, too, Julius.
Thank you.
I am Helwa. I'm the leader of this clan. You say you seek to go further into the temple?
Yes. We were directed to come here, and we are on a mission, and we believe we can get important information for that mission here.
If you enter this temple, all you will find is your deaths.
That may be
What's
true.
inside?
We will not. This is a distinct possibility.
Evil things
And-
inside.
Yes.
Undead monsters. Ancient wizards. I have
long as they don't
forbidden my
talk me to
people to
death.
go inside because none who enter ever return.
None. We could be the first.
I will not stop you.
Good. Then if we have your leave, then let us please to pass through, and we will not bother you any further.
And so they all kind of back away from these doors here and look like they are essentially preparing to be ready if anything comes through the doors at them. But essentially there's a door here on the north side and on the east side.
Oh. If you do leave this place, do not take my goat head outside.
They
I would kill you for.
they eyes go wide and what? and one of them kind of rushes through the fissure and then comes back. He slayed Sangorn.
It was this morning.
He slayed him with one blow.
2.
2 blows.
2 blows. Sorry.
And then Helwa kind of just stands hands on her hips and says, "Perhaps you will be the first after all."
Does your wolf have a name?
He's a wolf.
Then you've never asked him. When I return, if you're still here, I will ask him.
If you were to take a look at this direwolf and get a sense of its body language, Rockjaw, it hates you so much right now.
Good.
Pretty cool that it blames him for the radiant damage.
Keep that fire. I will learn something from you.
All right, so you guys have a couple of doors to choose from, and you can also because you guys are entering a dungeon. You guys will need to tell me if you want to be doing things like looking for traps, looking for secrets, these sorts of things, listening at the door, all of that sort of tactical stuff. I'm not going to take as a granted. You have to tell me if you're doing it.
Okay. I'm going to roll a d6. Odds, we go north. Evens, we go east. We go north.
This seems like a good idea to me. Shadow, would you please take the lead? You are
So
the sharpest of eye.
before we open the door, I'm going to listen. Do I hear anything?
Make a perception check.
Okay.
Does the door look different than the other one?
Hang on. Let me see if there's a thing that says like what the doors generally look like.
Anubis is growling at Zia because Zia's standing over him.
Oh, excuse me.
Okay. All of the doors
Get
in the
out of the way.
temple are fashioned from blocks of translucent amber with iron hinges and fittings.
That is a lot of amber.
And so, although it is translucent, it seems as though it is dark on the other side. Actually, so did you make a perception check? Go ahead and do that.
I was waiting.
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Not. So you notice a couple of things as you huddle by the door there. For one, it is mostly dark on the other side, and this translucent amber door would not appear to be showing you anything through the other side, but your sharp eyes realize that there do seem to be at least one, maybe more, sources of light that's moving around a little bit. And when you listen, you hear just barely, not enough to make it out what they're saying, but what sounds like whispering voices.
There's somebody past this door. Or something past this door. And I explained what I saw and heard. Should I check the other door? Or should we proceed to find who it is?
Why don't you check the other door?
Okay.
By the way, I'm curious, in these amber doors, do you see like a mosquito that might be carrying dinosaur DNA?
Don't give Strahd ideas.
Her eyes are pretty sharp, but I don't think she can see dinosaur DNA.
Suddenly we find a portal to
In
Chult.
my other game, by the way, we recently defeated 3 Triceratops. It was
Yeah. Go ahead and make a another perception check.
Couldn't take out a T-Rex, huh?
You actually you listen at that door, and the door construction is similar, and this one still dark on the other side. You do not see the strange sort of moving light, and you don't hear anything.
I don't believe there's anything on the other side of this door.
So we
Shall
ignore
we
it.
Go to the more interesting door?
Maybe we should go east instead of north.
Why?
No,
It's interesting.
I agree. I think that we'll more likely find interesting things when there are creatures to destroy.
Oh, but
least we know where they
remember,
are.
we come in peace.
Are you still saying that?
I think Rockjaw is rubbing off on Zia. This is wonderful. Okay. And myself, so
Well, you know what they say: lie down with dogs.
literally. Hello, Honor.
You learn a lot.
Sometimes I lie down and I am a dog. So I
yeah.
open up the north door.
Okay.
Okay, so let me reveal that room, and I'll tell you what you see.
It's all dark. Wait.
The walls of this 20-foot wide, 70-foot long arched corridor are sheathed in amber. The southern half of this hall is scorched by fire, and a charred corpse lies on the floor here under a burned fur cloak. Several amber doors lead from this hall, and 3 arrow slits are cut into the east wall. Floating in the middle of the hall are 3 skulls wreathed in green flame, and they all immediately turn towards you, and we're rolling initiative.
All right.
Okay, so fine, I'll forget to.
And... Ooh.
Oh, shoot. Let's try this again.
All right.
All right.
Oh, dandy.
Casimir doesn't seem to have a clickable initiative unless wait.
Look,
Is this it?
look to the
There it
right.
is.
Yeah.
And this
The,
mark.
the character sheet's a
Right.
little bit different for the NPCs, so
Yeah.
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 find it.
All right, and I always have
here we go.
the old ones on there. So
All right,
Let's
so
see.
we really need the Zelda theme song right now because of the bubbles.
I don't think that tabletop audio has the rights to that.
No.
yeah. Oh shoot, Zia, I just deleted the wrong one for you because everyone has these old ones on there too. Okay.
Shoot. Well, where is the initiative on the NPC sheet?
It is just to the right of the armor class line.
Oh, yes, I see it. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay.
There.
Adrian has
Yeah.
11.
Yeah. Seats
Okay,
changed.
so
Thank you.
I have definitely got we've got doubles here. Let's see. So okay, the 19 foreshadow is the correct one. Okay, for rock.
Zia and Esmeralda should both be 5.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's what I rolled for theirs.
Okay.
Wait, no, Esmeralda, I rolled a 13. My own was
Okay.
a
Okay.
5.
All right. That's why. Okay. Okay. So I think
Yeah.
Rockjaw the 15. Is that right?
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Anubis was what, 18?
18.
Yeah, I need to clear these out next time so we don't have these doubles. All right. And so and Julius, what was yours?
Julius was 6 and Ismark was 16.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely you guys remember when you're doing the NPC roll, you still have to click on their token. Otherwise
I thought I did. I didn't. Well, oh, actually, yeah, it does show in the chat box there. It does show Ismark 16.
Well, I'm changing some of them now, so
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay, do I have feel like this is a lot of people. Do we have a double or
I don't see a double there. It's just
Okay.
a lot of people.
all right, it's just a lot. Yeah, okay. So let's try to get everybody in order here then.
So if Roll20 ever takes feedback, one of them would be, can you please automatically sort the turn order?
I know, I have no
That would
idea
be
why
handy
it wouldn't
feature.
do that automatically. So
And my 6 doesn't seem to be showing up on the list at all. I'm not sure why that
okay,
is.
Julius, because it showed as 16 when you rolled Ismark, it made another Julius one for 16. So
Huh.
But I don't see 2 Juliuses on the list unless it's
there
just not
weren't
displaying
because
them.
I deleted the other one. So,
Oh, I see. Okay, gotcha. Well, I can just remember. I go.
okay. It should be
there it is.
correct now. Anyone, if any of yours are wrong, let me know.
Nope.
All right.
Okay, so Ismark goes after Anubis. Let's see that.
Yes.
Okay.
So the doors have been opened. You can all see through the doorway what I described. Honor, you are up first.
Okay, let's see what a heavy crossbow will do to these bubble things.
All right.
I'm going to try to hit that one, and I do have sharpshooter.
Yeah.
Yay! I got my feet back.
All right.
So let's see.
A
15.
A 15 hits.
Awesome. 8 piercing.
All right, so you hit it with your crossbow bolt. You notice that it has no flesh. It is a skull in fire, and it does not seem to take as much damage from the crossbow bolt as you would expect. But it does hit it, and it does sort of knock back, and it looks at you and kind of You did chip a little bit of its cheekbone, though. All right, Casimir's turn. I'll go ahead and say first, I'll just let you know, Casimir definitely recognizes these things do fire.
Okay. Yep, that's what he says. And sorry, it is. Oh, sorry, my microphone's being stupid. All right, so
A lightning bolt would hit all three.
yeah, so let's do that if I can find it.
Esmeralda has lightning bolt.
Yep.
Does Casimir? I don't remember what he has. Your job now to remember these things.
I know. I just have to like learn what he does.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I think
He'll also
actually.
need to step in front if he doesn't want Rockjaw and Shadow to get hit.
Yeah. Well, we can certainly allow for that though. But eventually these things are going to get to go too, and depending on who's accessible.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah, I think I'm gonna try this. This ray of frost.
Okay.
Oh, you know who's missing from the initiative order? Or the guy with the sun sword.
It's
Oh,
Mark.
It's Mark.
It's
Yeah.
Mark's
It's
there.
Mark.
Yeah.
He's there. 13.
No, he's
No,
16. But
Yeah,
no,
it's
he's there
interesting.
under Casimir and between Casimir and Rockjaw.
We don't see him on our lists.
Yeah, I
he's
don't
not
see
showing up on my list, but I see
Okay.
him when I'm looking at the video feed.
That's stupid. Why would you guys not have the same list as me? But yes, he is on the list. He will not get overlooked. So,
Okay.
Dear roll 20. We've got a few concerns.
so 13 hits,
Uh-huh.
and it's going to be because for some reason I couldn't make the dice roll correctly. For the NPC cantrips now, you're going to add both of those numbers. So the 3 plus the 1 is 4. So that's 4 cold damage. But as the flame of this thing, you see the ray just dissipate as it approaches, and it doesn't seem to have any effect.
Okay.
Okay then.
All right, Shadow.
Charge!
Oh, sorry. You said shadow.
Yes, I did.
I forgot that was me. I'm sorry.
I thought you were
Yeah,
thinking it
no.
over.
Yeah.
No, I'm just.
Um,
I'm dumb.
I think Casimir would finish his spell by looking down at that charred corpse on the floor and just.
Yeah. Gotcha. Man. I did like everything I could to make fire, so fighting against fire is not what I was expecting. So I don't know. I was hoping for
Don't
more
just fight fire with fire.
well, I'm going to. Where am I? I'm going to step back, and I'll cast Bark Skin on myself. Am I far enough out of the way? Yeah, because I'm behind the door there. So that's what I'm going to do. I step back and cast Bark Skin.
All right. So the door is still open, though. The doors are still open. All right. Anubis's turn.
Somebody wants to close them. I didn't think of that.
Anubis's
All
turn.
right.
Yeah.
Anubis, I'm trying to think about whether or not he would be more freaked out or just gunning to attack.
You notice all of these mountain folk are like backing way away from the door.
Yeah.
There it is.
Anubis is going to kind of stay put.
All right.
He's just going to stay where he is.
Okay. Oh, see, there is a duplicate of Casimir on my list. So, yeah.
Yep.
All right. I'm going to say that original one was his turn. I'm deleting it. I don't know why you guys don't have the same list as me. That's weird. But anyway.
The original one is the correct one because he did roll a 20.
All right. That's fine. So, that was Anubis's turn. It's Mark.
Yep.
Yes, Mark. Now, I'm looking at the list of...
He's got a sun sword and they're undead.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how would...
His attacks are just he has maybe has a crossbow, but
he's got a couple of swords. So.
yeah. So it's swords. He is a sword fighter. That is what he does, and he has
Okay.
the sun sword now.
So if I were to just click on the longsword, would that constitute the sun sword attack, or
Yes.
am I supposed? Okay,
Yes.
then I'm gonna rush in there and attack the first floating skull I see
All right.
with the sun sword.
Yeah. So we'll say he can. Yeah, he can go ahead and get there. So he gets to make 2 longsword attacks that
Yeah.
can be two-handed, or 2 longsword and a short sword.
I would say go two-handed. You'll do more damage. And it'll
Yeah,
be the
that's
sun
what I'm
sword.
thinking too.
Yeah.
Okay, so number 1.
Okay.
Use the fire stick.
19 hits, and roll another d8 because it is undead.
Yep. Extra 4.
All right, so it takes 12. So he rushes in with this sword of bright sunlight. And he slashes at this thing, and just immediately with that first strike, knocks it, and he chips pieces off of it, and it definitely is wounded by that, but not destroyed. That first swing.
All right.
Hit it again.
Okay.
Do it again.
We're going to swing a strike 2 here.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And the
That
roll.
definitely hits again, and so another d8.
Ah.
Okay. Well, another 11. So it is significantly damaged, but not destroyed, and it just laughs maniacally. And the other 2 are also laughing maniacally.
Yeah, it's more like you guys have a strange sense of humor.
Yeah. And you used all your movement for Ismark to get there.
Right, so now I'm a sitting duck, aren't I?
A little bit. Rockjaw.
I would like to laugh too. Roar! Rage. And let's see. These are 20-foot or 10-foot.
10 foot, yeah.
Cool. Roar! So charge that one.
Oh, okay, so you run past that first one and attack the other one?
Yep.
All right.
I go for the one that's not hurt. And I'm going reckless.
Okay.
Roar! First hit.
That hits?
Do 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 do. Do do.
Okay.
Roar!
Yeah.
Twice,
So
but it makes 3 sounds.
16. Okay.
Bang.
Yeah, so it seems to take all of that damage.
Ooh.
The your axe, cleaves a big old chunk out of it.
Bong. Swing around. Roar. Better.
All right. Yeah.
Well, not quite.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
So it's the piercing damage. Okay.
Yeah. So it takes another 13 damage. So it would be also significantly damaged, but not destroyed.
Cool. And he'll be just sort of not quite coherently laughing. It's more like the roar of a bear.
All right. So let's see. So many choices now. Okay, the Flame Skulls, it's their turn. The one that is fighting Ismark is going to cast Fireball in between Ismark and Rockjaw, where it will hit both of them.
I can see such a thing.
So Ismark and Rockjaw both need to make a dexterity save.
Okay, I gotta reopen his sheet.
15.
So
There
15
was-
is successful.
Okay.
Be ready to do another one of these.
So do I just click on Dex there on his sheet?
Well, I think that...
I don't see a section labeled saving throws on the sheet.
yeah, no, hang on. I think it is just the dex save. Because sometimes in the skills section, like, it'll have, saving throws if they have some extra bonus.
Yeah, it says it.
So both of those are successes, which would mean 12 fire damage.
Reduced to 6.
And
To each of us? Oh.
Yeah, so reduced to 6 only for Rockjaw because he's
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, so Ismark takes 12 fire damage from that fireball.
Oh, shoot. Okay, Julius isn't in the room yet. Okay.
Remarkably good sound effect for the fireball, Christina.
Yeah.
I looked up and realized you actually made it.
Okay, so
All right.
let's see hit points.
And then another one is going to do that again. So both of you make another dexterity saving throw.
19. Ha 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 ha.
All right. So the 12 is not a success for Ismark.
Ooh, ouch.
So he is going
Yeah.
to take 31 fire damage, which I don't remember what his
Plus the
HP
12 that he just took?
Yeah.
And he was at 58 hit points.
So he's still up.
What?
So that's
58
going to be
minus-
7 for you, Rockjaw.
All right.
So
And,
are you I'm not seeing it update on Ismark. Tim, are you doing it?
I'm trying to figure out how to update his.
So go on just on the map, click on him as a token.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see the little green 58. You can click
Oh,
there
yes.
and then just enter the new value.
Okay, so he just took 31 plus 12. That's 43. So he's got 15 whopping points left.
All right. And then the third flame skull is looking at all of the rest of you cowering in that room behind, and it's going to set off one right in the middle of all of you.
Oh,
So that is a dexterity saving throw for Adrian, Honor, Shadow, Casimir, Esmeralda, Zia, and Julius and Anubis.
Zia makes his.
Anubis just makes his barely, and Honor
That's not
definitely
right.
makes
I'm not
it.
sure I clicked the right thing in Casimir.
And Esmeralda makes hers.
Okay. No, that
So-
looks right for Casimir.
Okay.
So it looks
Then-
like only Julius fails the save.
Of course.
How much damage is it?
It is 31. Another 31.
Oh, wow.
Okay, how do I mark the damage for?
So just what I just described for Ismark. Click the token, and it'll have the little green circle come up. With
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
31 you said?
Yeah, so
And you can-
31 for you that failed it, and everyone else succeeded, so it's just 15.
And for the
Excellent.
helpful little tip that just popped up, you can actually type in like -15. It would calculate it.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
And Honor does have fire resistance, so she only has 7.
Oh, there you go. Yeah. So, and you have now just incinerated several of the mountain folks' bedrolls, or gotten them incinerated, I suppose.
We didn't do it.
Yeah. All right. So that is the flame
coulda warned
skulls.
us.
That is the flame skulls.
Okay.
That's their turn. So it's Esmeralda's turn.
Esmeralda is going to come up to the edge of the doorway here. Is going to cast lightning bolt down the left side of
To get
the
just those
passageway.
two.
She gets those two. And let me click on that. Cast it at. You know what? She can cast it at 4th.
This is just the first encounter you guys are having
Yeah.
in this dungeon, by
Okay.
the way.
Okay, so 29 points of lightning damage.
All right. They make dexterity saves. Looks like one makes it and the other does not. I'll say it was the lower one that made it. So they are going. This lightning strikes out at them, but you actually get a sense that one of them. Let's see. So I said the lower one made it. Is that what I said? Right?
Yeah, this one.
Okay. So it would be taking 14, but it looks like it doesn't take quite that much.
Okay, so it's been resistant to lightning as well. Lovely.
Yeah. And then
Okay.
the other one would be taking the whole 29, but again, you get a sense
Okay.
that it it's damaged, but not as much as a normal creature would be by getting struck by a lightning bolt
Okay.
spell.
And then she ducks back out of the way.
Yeah. All right. Adrian's turn. He is
Ow.
not immune to fire damage.
No. Move up to the doorway.
All right.
He has a hand crossbow.
Okay.
So aim at the first one you can see there.
The closest one, yes.
Ooh,
Oh, that's a crit.
Nice.
Yes.
Alright.
fail. Look at that. Matters.
So it as with Honor's crossbow bolt, it doesn't seem to do as much damage, but this one is barely holding itself together now.
Okay, and then he will move the hell away.
All right, Julius, your turn. You're smoking a little bit, I would think.
Yeah. Jeez, none of my spells are really going to be useful against this.
You don't have any anti-undead stuff?
I really don't. I've got.
Don't you? I mean, your smites and stuff are
Oh, that's
extra damage
true.
against undead,
Yeah.
but
that's
they're,
right.
they're for melee, so you'd have to wait in there.
So
but,
I'd have
you
to
know.
charge. Yes. Well, I believe I've got a club. Let's see here.
Kill them quickly.
Yes. Okay, of course. Here we go. Yes, I do have a club.
All right, you charging up at that
So
first
I'm-
one then.
Gonna charge up to the first one.
All right.
Batter up.
Here goes nothing, folks.
18 hits.
18. 7 bludgeoning.
You smash that one into smithereens,
And yes.
and
oh.
it crumbles.
Oh,
into
so I didn't
nothing.
even use the smite.
No,
Okay.
you didn't even need it. It was barely that one was barely holding itself together, and it you smash it, and the fire goes out, and the pieces clatter to the ground.
Okay. 1 down, 2 to go.
Go ahead and move yourself up there, though.
Oh yes, right.
Yeah.
Thanks.
All right. Honor, you are. Wait, no, this was a duplicate of you. See, I knew I had duplicates,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you guys didn't see the same list as me, and that. Yeah. All right. So now should be Zia, though, right? Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Both of my offensive spells are fire based, and I don't think those are going to work.
That's a good guess.
I also have 4th level spells that I could try. One is polymorph, and the other is phantasmal killer. And I have a feeling that they're immune to fear, so phantasmal killer is not going to work. And polymorph is not going to change things significantly. Well,
Yeah.
it
Well,
might.
so bear in
all right,
mind, of these 3, one is already destroyed, and one is substantially damaged, and the other one is already a little damaged too. So, I guess just decide
Yeah,
on.
I'm just
as,
trying.
As far
Okay,
as fire, you would have observed that when they cast their own fireballs, they were within their own radius of the spell and didn't seem to bother them at all.
right. So I haven't got a whole lot. Okay. All right, I guess what I'm going to do is pull out my crossbow and fire a regular crossbow shot
All right.
at the one down at the far end of the group there, because I don't want to risk hitting anybody else.
What is your range with the crossbow? Might be a
The range
disadvantage.
crossbows have a really good range. It's like 120 feet.
Yeah, it should be.
It's a light
For regular
crossbow.
120 feet is probably not the regular range, though. That's probably the long range, which you would roll at disadvantage.
Uh,
That would be my guess. I mean, we can. It should say on there, shouldn't it?
crossbow light, 8320.
Wow, really? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Um,
He
crossbows
needs a
are-
hand crossbow that's 30 feet.
Just go ahead and roll then.
So.
Yep. That seems high to me, just from
Yeah, it
a
does.
logic standpoint, but I'll buy it. Yeah, that hits. Right.
Not to me.
and then duck back out of the way.
It's like, well, it's better than a longbow.
Yeah, well, no. Light crossbows have a really flat trajectory.
All right. So yeah,
So-
you nicked it. You did a little bit of damage. Honor, you're up again.
Okay.
You definitely notice both Julius and Ismark are looking kind of crispy, standing there in in and amongst the line of fire. Rockjaw seems like he's doing okay.
Yeah. Any healing you can provide from there would be a good idea.
Okay.
If you have anything.
I'll come up and cast Cure Wounds on Ismark because I think he's the worst off of the two.
Yeah.
And then
Also
back
no
off so you don't
ability
get hit
to
by the
heal
same
himself.
problem. Yeah. Right.
All
All right, so 9 points
Okay.
for Ismark.
All right.
And then, well, I've got fire resistance, so and a pretty good dex
okay.
modifier, so I'm not worried.
All right.
Actually, I'm gonna take a couple more steps forward, so that in case Rockjaw doesn't quite kill this one in front of him, might be able to get him with a blood spear next time.
All right.
If I might make the observation, clustering with these guys makes them a better target. Clustering with Rockjaw would make it more likely that they might try to shoot at you two, and you two can take it better than they can. So if you
Okay.
move as far as you can forward,
you can't get all the way to Rockjaw. From
Yeah.
where you were.
But can I get here?
Okay.
I'll allow that. Yeah.
Okay, because I can actually dash as a bonus action now. So
Okay. Oh well, then take that and keep moving, because I think that drawing their fire is a good thing given you're a tiefling.
You can dash as a bonus action. Is that?
Yep.
That's a Ranger revised thing, I guess.
yep,
All
it's
right.
a fleet of foot.
Right. Okay. Cool. Okay.
No, okay. I would say keep moving further, because where you are, all four of you can get hit.
Okay, how far? Where do you recommend that I go then?
As far forward as you can go.
You
I
can
don't know
move
where
one,
that
You
is.
can move one more square forward.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So, that's your turn. Casimir's turn.
Okay, so
Does he have magic missile?
yes. So he's going to peek around the doorway here. What's the range of magic missile?
It's
Hang
pretty
on.
long.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah, it's 120 feet.
So he is going to cast magic missile then. No, that just. Oh yeah, this is it, and we'll cast that. Yeah.
With,
At which
the
one?
closer
the middle
one,
one,
right?
or the further
The
one?
closer one.
All right. Okay, and it definitely hits. So that's 10 force damage on that one.
Awesome.
And that one is not quite destroyed, but it's flickering, and look, you can see like it's only just the last remnants of its magic holding the various chunks of skull together.
blood spear.
I already went.
Yeah. All right, Shadow, your turn now.
Okay, and what Shadow does?
Oh, you know what? I have better music for this than this calm winter woods.
It seems awfully mellow
Yeah.
for.
How about the one called Terror?
Ah,
That should fill the bill.
Yeah, actually, the somber music to me is that slow motion scene where the heroes are all cut down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hallelujah from Leonard Cohen's.
Little Christmas music, maybe.
Oh gosh, what was it?
All right.
1 second, I'm checking one thing to make sure I can do what I think I can do. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Yeah. So the distance. I need to figure out distance. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. I'm well within range. So yeah. So she's going to peek around the corner and she's going to shoot her short bow.
All right. Okay, that hits.
Excellent. And click.
And it would only take 3 damage, but that's
Okay.
that's more than enough. It was damaged enough that did the trick. And
I'm excellent at finishing
fire
people.
goes out, and the bones clatter to the marble floor.
Nice.
All right, Anubis' turn.
Anubis is still not happy with the fire.
Yeah.
He's gonna back off a little bit.
I would imagine that room where you guys were, where the mountain folk had been, living and sleeping, and their bedrolls, and then everything got cooked. Probably smells terrible in there.
Yeah. That's not gonna bother a wolf too much, actually.
All right. Ismark's turn. There's one of these things left.
Right. Just measuring. All right, so I can charge toward him, but his speed is only 30,
10,
so I can't quite get there.
Yeah, you can't quite get into melee range.
Also,
I would say take cover, because you don't want to get hit by another fireball.
Right.
Let the fire-resistant guys handle it.
This little thing that's jutting out here, right before where the skull is on the left.
I'll say you can get half cover from that, but that a fireball doesn't care.
Right.
Fireball don't care.
Maybe I should just take cover over here, because the fireball hopefully isn't going to explode this far out. So.
He's taking cover behind Julius.
Yeah, right. What's up with that? I don't know. Should I hide behind the corpse, or just tuck back behind the doors? Let's see.
Given how wounded he is, I would want to get the hell out of there.
Yeah, get behind the doors, and then I can.
You're right.
heal
Okay,
you.
let's get back into the other room then.
He's got a bigger role
Yeah.
later.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because half cover with these things, it might as well be nothing. Might as well just stand there.
Okay, so Ismark, like Sir Robin, bravely ran away.
Well, he got a good hit in, and then he got fricasseed. So,
yeah.
Rockjaw, you're up. There's one left.
Oh, toy's gone. Next. Necklace. Rah. Ryan.
That hits.
Ooh.
Oh, I would think so.
Criticals. I want to get on those criticals.
Yeah, you
Are you
get
still in a rage?
another pretty substantial strike against it there. It's pretty broken now.
Again.
11 misses. Oh,
15.
wait, but reckless, because you're reckless, so 15 does hit. And you smash this thing.
Yeah!
What's next? Where do I go?
Julius is like, thank you, Mr. Rockjaw.
Zia, make an Arcana check. These things were weird.
Before we move on, Mark, come here. I'm gonna cure wounds on Ismark.
Okay.
All right, cool. So what you guys now are, now that you have a little time because you don't have flame skulls breathing down your neck.
11. Okay.
You look around. So there are 3 doors on the left-hand side of this hallway. Hang on, let me read.
I don't want to lose my rage.
First. Yeah, sorry. Okay, all right. Yeah, before anyone can even take a look at what's going on in this room.
Really, Raja?
Just listen to some talk radio.
This seems entirely in character for Rockjaw.
Yeah.
I know it is, but that's what Shadow's saying as she's walking through
so,
the.
Dominating this room is a 12-foot tall model of a dark castle with high walls and tall spires. Behind it, tucked in a corner, are some ruined furnishings and a wooden chest. Definitely recognize that this is a model of Castle Ravenloft.
And sadly, when we close the other door,
Yep.
his rage ends.
Yeah. And do you kick that one open too, or no?
Out of kind of anger.
All right.
Frustration. Just as the music crashes.
Yeah. So that one is a 20-foot long, 10-foot high hallway of bare stone with an amber door at each end. All right. So,
Zia is definitely interested in this model.
well, hang on. So I didn't even read to all the things that are
Okay.
in the room you were in just a minute ago.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
right.
Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Go ahead.
So, first of all, there are 3 arrow slits that look out into the next room from on the right-hand side of this hallway, and I'll get into what you see there in a second. But also, you note, as you have a little bit more time to look down at this crispy wizard down here, you realize, although much of his gear has either, was burned away or has rotted since, there is an apparently intact and untouched wizard staff.
Oh.
Zia.
Zia, Christmas time.
Yeah. Zia will take it. There'll be time to attune it later.
Okay, so a couple things real quick. I'm gonna show it to you.
He doesn't have identify, so.
Right. Okay. All right. So what you see first, then, just looking at it, is that this staff actually, it has sort of a leather wrapping around where you would be intended to hold it, but the rest of it looks like it was carved out of like probably crystal, but it looks like ice.
Oh.
Yeah. But I also have to briefly...
and it would be useful. And cold spells would be useless against the skulls. How convenient, yes.
But you die.
Yeah. But also, there's another something that I just have to do real quick. I'm going to send you a brief message, Nobilis.
Okay.
You know what? I typed not on my phone. Sorry, this is going to take me just a second, everybody, but it's important. Let's see. All right. Okay. New conversation with... yeah, I was not prepared to do this, even though I knew it might happen.
Hope somebody else took some good notes.
All right. So, yes, you pick up this obviously magic staff that looks like it probably does ice stuff, but you're not attuned to it yet. All right. So, as you, do any of you take a moment to kind of lean up to these arrow slits and see what's going on in there?
Sure.
All right. Those of you who have dark vision can see. I'll go ahead and just show the whole room here. It's because what you're looking out is, wow, this is an intense ambiance here. This is a great big room that you see out there, and in fact, you see that you are on the second level. Like, so the room extends further down in a big open area here.
Oh.
And you see at the center of this enormous room, sort of kneeling at the base of a temple, and you can see him really well because he has his own torch, but you see kneeling there at the center. Who in the party, did everyone meet Rahadin at some point?
Nope.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Right, but Shadow's looking, and she definitely met him.
Yeah, that's the dude that was telling me about the festival at the bar and everything.
No, Rahadin is the one that tore Casimir's ears off and killed all the lady elves, and he's a Strahd
Right,
servant,
that
and
guy.
the guy who kidnapped you and took you to get burned.
I confused him with Rictavio.
Nope.
Yes, this guy's a asshole. I hate this guy. Fuck this guy.
So he appears to be saying something, but he's far enough away that you're not sure you can hear him unless you make a perception check.
I will make a perception check because I hate this guy. And yeah. How'd I do?
15. Yeah, you can kind of get like maybe every other word. He is essentially, it seems like he is praying, sort of, that he is asking the dark powers to release Strahd from his prison. And then it looks like he eats a frog whole.
Oh,
Poor frog.
Frog says
What?
fine.
Was it crunchy?
I'm not sure I
Too far
could hear
away
that
to
if I
tell,
could only
but
hear
he
every
eats
other
it
word.
whole. It's probably at least a little crunchy.
And
But
took
yeah,
a smooth envelope and frosted with glucose.
Yep.
Lightly killed, unlovingly frosted with glucose.
So the as you watch that happen, are you continuing to watch?
I'm watching. I want to observe him a little bit more.
Okay.
So I kind of tell everyone,
Yeah. As he swallows the frog, he kind of drops down onto his hands and knees for a second, kind of,
Oh,
and then falls
I
onto his
noticed.
side a little bit, and then kind of recovers and stands and kind of collects himself, adjusts his clothing.
damn it, didn't kill him.
Very
I
well.
know this one.
And
He already swallowed a fly.
he says very well. He says very well, and then it seems like he is starting to leave. He is heading south towards the stairs.
Who's that guy?
That guy is Major Jerk. He cut off Casimir's ears. He killed every female elf. He tried to kill me and put me in a coffin so that I would be a sacrifice. That doesn't work so well on me.
In that case, let us kill him and take his stuff.
Yes, I hate this guy. I want to torture him.
Now, perhaps he
You
could
realize
be
as
redeemed.
you're talking
Yeah.
that he stops and looks up at the arrow slits.
And now he knows that we're here.
Okay.
Can I, yeah, I've got my short bow out. And because I'm so enraged by this guy, I hate him so much. And because of what he's done to my people, I'm just going to take my short bow and I'm going to fire at him through these arrow slits. Because what else are arrow slits for?
All right.
Yep.
We're going to
Should we
do
roll
a new initiative roll.
So clear up the
Deleting
initiative.
everybody had been on there so that you do your new roll and there shouldn't be any duplicates.
Okay. I believe there's one. Okay. Yeah, there we go. And is this? Yeah, that's Shadow.
Let's see, where is
Then-
Julius?
Ha
So I think when you guys are doing the roll, oh no, I guess it's working, isn't it?
Okay,
Um,
and let me get. Where is Ismark?
I totally
Yeah.
rockjawed this one.
I
Oh,
like the
that's
fact
right,
that
he
the
was
door
back
he
here.
avoided was the door to him
Click.
immediately.
And Anish.
That's the thing with Shadow. Like she thinks things. Like she thinks she's more charismatic than she actually is, and she thinks she's all calm and cool and collected until something pisses her off, and then it's nope.
Well, I'm definitely. You get to go first because you're the one
Yeah.
that's initiating combat.
Yeah.
So, did everyone get their rolls?
yep.
Yep.
Okay, great. You definitely also recognize just from looking through these arrow slits that the other door that you didn't use from where the mountain folk were, it probably goes to a
Yeah.
part of this big room.
Yeah.
But so you go ahead and roll your
I did.
your attack. Oh, where I'm sorry, I
It's
didn't.
it's above everybody's initiative. And
Okay,
with-
there's the short bow.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well-
21 hits. 5 piercing. So you fire your arrow and it catches him in the shoulder and he just looks up and snarls. Ah!
Watch that other door. I say to my party.
Already going to it.
All right. Luna's barking at something. Okay.
Get him, Luna.
So he takes 5 piercing damage. All right. And now we are in initiative proper. It is Esmeralda's turn.
Okay. Esmeralda is going to run 30 feet south and cast Mirror Image on herself.
Okay.
So, do I have to roll how many duplicates I get?
I don't
Oh.
remember how that spell works. I think you just start
Okay.
with a certain amount, right?
Three duplicates. And then if something attacks her, she rolls a d20 to see whether it instead hits one of the duplicates, and the number depends on how many duplicates there are.
Okay.
Okay. Can you turn down the volume on the ambience? It's really loud.
Okay.
You can also do that on your own side, just so you know.
Well, yeah, but it would turn
under-
down her. It would turn down hers entirely.
It's not
Oh,
that
oh, you
loud
can-
on my end.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can
I
change
did
just
turn it
the
down a
music.
little bit.
Oh, okay. I see. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did actually, I was thinking it was maybe a little bit loud already, but okay. So Esmeralda does those things.
Yep.
Okay. Rockjaw, your turn.
All right. Well, I knew the other door was going there. Can I just say my movement just to get here, basically?
Sure.
All right. Let's see. I gotta check to see if I can rage yet. One moment, please, because I don't know when it ends.
Oh, it's say rage on your next round.
Since my last turn, we're taking. Okay. Yep, that's fine. I will rage,
All right.
then boot through the door.
Okay, so as you look through that door, a 20-foot wide balcony of black marble with a shattered railing overlooks a vast temple. Black marble staircases at each end of the balcony descend 30 feet to the temple floor. The vaulted ceiling is 30 feet above the balcony. The walls and ceiling are covered in an amber glaze, lending the room a golden sheen. A set of amber doors stands closed at the west end of the balcony, which is actually the ones that you just kicked through. A similar pair stands open to the east. And then, of course, you can see out into this larger room that I will describe as 4 black marble columns support the vaulted ceiling of the temple, at the north end of which stands a 40-foot tall statue of a cowled figure in flowing robes. The statue's stony hands are outstretched as if in the midst of casting a spell. Its face is a void of utter blackness. The ominous statue stands between 2 black marble balconies, one of which has partially collapsed and fallen on the temple's black marble floor in front of an open doorway. The walls of the temple are sheathed in amber, and the doors leading from it are made from amber as well. Arched hallways coated with amber lead away from the temple to the west and east on the first floor. The lower level. Flanking these exits are alcoves that hold white marble statues of robed human wizards with pointed hats and golden staffs. One of them has toppled over and lies shattered on the floor. Some of that won't show on the map right now because you're on the second floor map, and some of what it just described is on the first floor. So Rahadin is still on the first floor, even though I've got him showing it on the map here.
Okay.
So that's what you see as you boot that door open.
Can I move it at all, or am I stuck there?
Well, you know what? I will say you have half of your movement left to get to,
Right.
from now.
Oops. Oh, what? Half. So there. And how close am I? 'Cause I have a javelin. It's a disadvantage. I throw it anyway.
All right.
Roar. Nope.
Nope.
He doesn't
Throw
even
another
have to move. He just watches it go by. The first one.
Of introducing myself politely. I throw another one.
Right. 25 hits. Like, so while he turns to watch the first one go by. So that's another 10 piercing damage. He doesn't seem overly concerned by it, but he's certainly irritated. All right.
Okay.
Casimir's turn. And he is, like you, Shadow, highly motivated to kill this guy.
As a matter of fact, we have to kill him. or all of my people are dead now that we've started a fight. So, Casimir is going to try to use polymorph on him.
On Rahadin, okay.
Yes, and he's going to try to turn him into a gnat.
Rahadin makes
That's
a
a terrible
wisdom saving
choice.
throw.
That's a terrible
Okay,
choice.
he wants to turn him into something
Pig.
small.
A bunny.
A weasel. How's that?
A week.
Okay.
All
So
right.
something small enough to catch.
He gets a 19 on his saving throw. He is able to
Okay.
shrug off that effect. You see him kind of lurching and
Okay, Christiana.
Yes?
I'm going to ask you a metagaming question.
Okay.
That was a wisdom save.
Yes.
If we had seen you roll a die, we would know what his bonus is.
Mm-hmm.
Will you be nice and tell me what the bonus he gets on his
Actually,
wisdom save?
just hover over the number and you can see it.
Yeah, you
Oh,
actually
okay.
can. It is a +3. Well, no, excuse me.
Okay.
Excuse
Plus
me.
7.
He has a wisdom
Plus seven.
modifier of +3, but he
Okay.
actually does. He is one of the NPCs that does have a saving throw listed, which is
Okay.
+7.
Okay. That's fine. That affected what spell I use.
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is too that like you wouldn't necessarily see it as a die because I might roll
No,
behind the. But it's
Well,
fine. It's fine.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, it would have been entirely up to you to not tell me.
Sure.
But,
you guys know
okay.
now. It's fine. So, Casimir, his spell does not take hold.
He is wise
Okay.
AF.
I need to center myself before I cast.
Okay.
All right. Zia.
Zia steps up to the same arrow slit and casts a fireball at him at 4th level.
Okay. So he makes a dexterity saving throw and gets a 10.
Okay. Then he takes 24 points of fire damage.
All right. Oops. There we go. Yeah. So he is definitely singed by that and looking a little bit more angry now. This is no longer just annoying. All right. Honor, your turn.
All right. Heavy crossbow through the arrow slit
Okay.
with sharpshooter. So,
Mhm.
yay.
14 does not hit.
Okay.
He's able to duck out of the way of that one.
Yeah.
All right. Now it is his turn. And he is first going to cast Misty Step, and which takes him 30 feet. He's going to get to here,
Come on over.
and then he is dashing, which is he has a speed of 35 feet, so 5, 10, 20, yeah, so he is with his Misty Step and his dash, he is able to, he's zipping up those stairs and heading for the exit. All right, that's his turn. Shadow.
He's still in range.
You can't see him anymore through the arrow slit, though.
Oh, I can't?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. It has like a cone that you
Yeah.
can see
Yeah.
through.
I mean, you know where he's heading, but
Yeah, I don't want him to. I want to be able to move there. I can't see. Sorry. So if I move, no, that's too far.
Just
I wanna
chase him.
Yeah, I know. I want to move and do an action.
If you move up next to him, then he runs away. You'll get an opportunity attack.
she can't get to him. Not even.
No,
with
I
a
can't
dash.
get to him. No.
Yeah.
And this is the last arrow slit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so. Sorry. So that's 30. And a run is. Yeah, so if I ran, I could get to I dashed. Rather.
Yeah, I mean, you could get to like line of sight with him, but not
But then
with
I can't
an
do
action
anything.
left. Yeah.
So I'm just gonna hang close to the door, I think.
Okay. The door is open from Rockjaw
Yeah.
opening it.
Right.
So,
That's what
yeah.
I was figuring. So
Yep.
I'm like partially obscured. But
All right.
yeah. Okay.
Okay. Adrian's turn.
Oh hell. Okay. Yeah, he can get there, so he will move 5, 10. Whoops, wrong button.
If he transforms into hybrid form, he probably moves faster.
He is in hybrid form, and
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the
I had
token
Raven.
on Raven because the hybrid form just says "Where Raven." You guys liked the
yeah.
Raven token better.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I just kind of assumed he was staying that way for fights. Oh yeah, so he can fly a little bit more. So let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. Not a chance. Gonna stay there and peek around and fire with the hand crossbow,
All right.
which is just barely in range.
19 hits. So
Okay.
that's another 7 piercing damage. All right. Julius.
Julius is going to cast Hold Person on him.
Well, you can't. You don't have line of sight on him from where you are.
Oh, I don't. Shoot. Okay. So I can move, I think, 30.
Yeah. Well, and to still have an action.
Yeah. All right. So, and each block is 10 feet?
Yeah.
1. Okay, so here we go. 10, 15, 20, 25. Shoot. So I'm not in front of an arrow slit.
No, you
No,
can't.
just chase him for now. We'll have more opportunities. Just get as close as you can.
Yeah.
All right.
Dash.
I'm just trying to avoid killing him. All right, so
What? He needs
That's that
to
Paladin
die.
of Redemption for you.
yeah, he can be redeemed. Everybody can be redeemed. Dash gets me what, 35 feet?
No, dash is twice
No,
your normal movement.
gives
So
you
it should be
60.
60
Oh,
feet.
60.
Yeah. But then
All right,
you
well
have
then
no
I
action.
will just stop in front of the doors here
Okay.
at 45. Okay.
You're letting him get away.
Yeah, I
Give
mean,
me a
I
chance.
don't know why you wouldn't.
Why not
Oh,
use your full move?
you mean run through the doors? Okay.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. All right, so
I mean, it's one
Well, you
thing
need
to
to
try
go
to
around the
protect
corner,
yourself,
so-
but
Yeah.
you also
Okay.
he seems to be
all
fleeing.
right, so get him down
Yeah,
here.
you can.
Come on. I keep clicking on my.
You gotta
Oh,
switch your tool.
You need to
Yes,
switch,
I'm sorry.
Switch tools,
Yes, I was clicking on the wrong tool. Okay, that's 45 feet there, and then
and then
another
15 feet more.
15 feet to there.
I do that every time tonight, by
That's
the way.
that's 25 feet. You just move.
Move back.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now I can't do anything else, right?
Nope.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Except possibly bonus actions.
Yeah, I don't think so. Anubis.
Anubis is going to dash down to here.
All right.
That's about as much as he can do.
Yep. Ishmark.
Ismark is going to.
I don't think he has any missile weapons.
He does have crossbow.
Oh, okay.
Oh yes, he does have a heavy crossbow. Okay, so he is going to
Move 30 feet.
move up here. Maybe right there. So he's not going to like hit Julius with the crossbow, and then he's going to open fire.
All right. Wow, you guys are rolling high with
Nice.
these attacks, but that definitely hits again.
5 piercing.
It's because
Motivated.
he's so evil
He is
and
pretty
horrible.
evil. Yeah.
He's moving.
Gods demand justice.
I want to hit things that are moving.
I'll even say that Lathander demands the justice, even though I don't believe in him.
All right. So that is back up to the top of the round. So it's Esmeralda's turn.
Okay, Esmeralda, who's close here, is going to move 30 feet forward. 10, 20, 30. That puts her, I believe, within range. And she's going to use her Vistani curse.
All right.
To try to use hold person. Her evil eye ability.
Okay.
Give me a-
Within 10 feet of her?
He's got a pretty.
It says within 10
Oh no,
feet.
sorry, one. Sorry,
Yeah,
wrong
okay.
one. Curse.
All right, 30 feet. So he makes a wisdom saving throw. Wait, no, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
that-
That's actually, I clicked the wrong thing anyway. It should have been another 4 on top of that, so it would be 22. So, yeah.
Okay.
So I think
Oh, well.
he
So
succeeds
he
in the
succeeds.
saving throw. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Rockjaw's turn.
Rockjaw gonna cast Barbarian Curse. 5, 10,
Oof.
15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40.
Your barbarian curse is just Rockjaw being there.
So before, okay, never mind. Yeah, it takes a bonus action for him to do another thing. But yeah, go ahead.
Regulars, let me beat the crap out of the guy.
Okay.
Bang.
18.
25.
Yeah, well, 25 definitely hits. Yeah.
All right.
Another 14. Yeah, you guys are messing him up.
Really want to get that. I really want to get a critical. No.
19
Okay.
now.
19 still hits. Yeah.
Rockjaw, if you do really well, I'll let you keep one ear.
Here.
Casimir gets the
Yeah.
other.
All right. Yeah, you've slashed him a couple of times, and he's definitely looking pretty wounded now.
Move now. He.
All right. So, let's see. That was Rockjaw. So Casimir's turn.
Casimir is going to dash. So wait, hold on, let me just. So that's. Yeah, he's just going to get him there. So, because he's all the way back here, he's going to dash to about next to Honor.
All
Not Honor, Anubis. Whatever her name is.
Okay.
I do believe somebody's becoming a barbarian and losing most of their intelligence.
Zia's turn.
Zia uses a bonus action to cast Expeditious Retreat on himself.
Okay.
Which immediately gives him 30 feet of movement. So he takes that to go 10, 20, 30 here. And then he takes his regular movement to go another 30 feet. To there. And his evil eye is not as good as well, he's out of range anyways. Fireball would also catch
Rockjaw, yeah.
would also catch Rockjaw, but you
Yeah.
know what? He can probably take it.
So he
Take one for the team.
So I'm going to do another fireball.
Okay.
And that's all my 4th level spells.
Okay.
You could aim it behind them because you don't have to aim at a person.
He gets a 14, which fails, so that's another 26 fire damage for
No, 29.
20. Oh, you're right. Yep, 29. So the
Or, yeah, 15. So I
okay.
got the first
Yeah,
one.
he's really wounded right now.
Let's save for half and half again. So 29. Half is 14. Half again is 7.
Actually 6. 20. Oh yeah, 29, 7. Yeah, 29, 14, 7. Right. Like I said, I didn't think it would hurt you that bad.
All right. So that makes it Honor's turn.
All right, so Honor can dash as a bonus action, but that pretty much leaves her leaning on top of Shadow, trying to make a hit, like leaning over the top of her.
It's okay, I'll duck.
Okay.
Well, also, you're a sharpshooter. I'll kind of gives you some extra permission there.
Yeah.
Shadow is
so,
a shapeshifter. She could actually duck.
and I'll yell out to Rockjaw, duck.
Take a second for that to sink in.
Oh, but it doesn't. But it misses.
Yeah, unfortunately, 11 misses. So, something you realized as soon as you came within about 10 feet of Rahadin, Rockjaw, is you feel like you hear the screams of thousands of voices. Just,
Cheering me on.
it seems like no, they're screaming in like terror and pain and anguish. And they seem to be coming from Rahadin. And
Terrible cologne.
as he looks at you, you feel these voices sort of swell in volume, and I need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
I have nothing to help me with this. Okay. This is
Perhaps somebody has foreseen what you would roll.
Yes, if you, yeah, let's take that. I'll give him a 15 on his save.
All right, are you taking that?
Say
do I
yes.
have a choice? Sure.
No, actually, you don't have a choice. It's
Okay,
it's
it's a 15.
Yeah.
That's not enough.
Sure.
Oh,
You
Oh, wow.
take 19 psychic damage.
Oh, my weakness. I'm very curious as to what I would have rolled.
chances are good it wouldn't have been as good as a 15.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then he casts Misty Step again.
Get out of my head.
10, 20.
Oh, damn that
30.
Misty Step.
Yeah.
Can we? Yeah. There are lots of us who are as fast as him. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
Yeah, but
he,
you don't get an attack of opportunity if he Misty Steps.
he is. Yeah,
Oh,
that-
right. Yeah.
So he races through this this little hallway, this icy steps, ascending 10 feet up to, so this time-ravaged hallway has arrow slits in the walls on either side of this hallway, too, but he's basically racing up the steps to the outside of the temple. So he Misty stepped 30 feet and then is moving another 30 feet for his regular movement. And he is almost back to his phantom steed.
Can
now
anybody in this
we're
party fly?
See that thing
Yeah.
again. Well,
Yeah. The Weir Raven can fly, and so can Shadow when she
When she's an
wild
eagle.
shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not getting away.
Casimir
He's not getting away.
He's trying. So he is almost to his phantom steed. Let me go ahead and put a token on here for it, just because it's relevant now. I'm putting I think just like a draft horse token, but you guys should recall certainly
Oh,
that
yeah,
it
see it.
is it was right there. You should recall that it was a skeletal magic horse of some kind. Okay.
Should have killed it when we went in.
It's Rahadin's choice, or that was Rahadin's turn. So now it is Shadow's turn.
Okay. Hang on.
Yeah.
I-
I'll back off.
How big is this opening here?
That's 10
2
feet
feet.
across.
Okay. Would a giant eagle fit through there?
Yeah.
Okay. So
It
and-
might be shorter to go out the back way.
Not really.
no,
No, it wouldn't be.
not at all.
And you
Hang
can.
on.
Yeah.
Just I just want to see how fast the eagle can move. Because I'm trying to figure out how I can catch up.
It has a fly move of 80 feet.
80 feet. Okay, so I will just get to here. All right, yeah, let's do that. Wild shape. I'm an eagle, caca, and I'm here. Unfortunately,
Okay.
No,
I can't
that's-
do anything, but I do shriek at
Hold
him.
on. That was your
Okay.
regular move, and your wild shape is a bonus action, right?
You're right. Yes.
Dash up to him. If he moves, you'll get a
I'm sorry. Say that again.
If you
dash up to him. If he moves instead of Misty Steps, you'll get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
All right. Adrian's turn. Briefly, you hear the screams again as you get that close, Shadow.
I remember that from the last time I saw him.
He will coasting, flying. Let's see, that's 50 to there. Still can't see anything. So coasting, flying. 35. Right there.
All right.
He's being bold and stupid. He's been hanging around with Rockjaw way too long.
Okay. So, Julius, your turn.
All right. I guess I'm running again. So I'm going to.
Hot pursuit.
Yeah, I'm going to dash. So that's 30 feet to there, and then another 30 feet to what? The top of the stairs?
Yeah.
No, just the bottom of the stairs.
Just the bottom?
Yeah.
Yeah. By my count.
Right there. Yeah.
Oh, so he's still out of sight. Okay.
Dang it.
If I call to him
Roll 20.
and try to persuade him to stop, does he have to be in my line of sight?
You can shout to him, but I'm
Okay.
just going to let you know that you guys have almost killed him, and he is fleeing for his life. There's probably not going to be anything you can say that would make
He's
him
not
stop.
terribly persuadable at this point.
No.
No.
You can say anything you want to him, and he'll probably hear it.
Yeah.
All right.
If you made promises that would result in him living, you are going to get a lot of feedback from the rest of the party. I'll tell you that right now.
You can promise all you want. I'm not following it.
Okay. Let me think about this. Do I want to be a politician and promise something I can't deliver, or?
I don't know. How does lying?
Yeah. No, I'm too honorable for that. Okay, I'll just hold my tongue. The persuasion thing would have been a bonus action, but it would probably be pointless.
I thought I had opened up another window. There it is.
Oh, and then yes, Mark.
Okay. Anubis's turn then?
All right. So Anubis is going to dash, and he makes it all the way up to here. Finally figured out so that he's pointing forward.
You can turn the little icon, yeah. Okay, it's Mark's turn.
All right, yes, Mark is also in hot pursuit. He's just going to dash to pretty much the same spot where Julius is. I think that's 30 feet to there, 40, 50, 60. I think that's pretty much all he can do.
All right. Okay, so Esmeralda's turn.
Okay. Esmeralda's going to dash. Let me measure here. She can get. I think she could probably get there. From there, her line of sight extends down a ways. It depends on how steep that stair is.
It
Okay.
descends about 10 feet, so from the bottom you wouldn't
Okay.
really be able to see up and
All
around
right.
the
In
corner.
that case, she'll dash to here.
Okay. All right. Rockjaw.
Coming through. Let's see. And then with the just plain old dashy. You can't leave yet.
Good job.
Okay.
That's it.
So you dash past then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Casimir's turn.
Sorry. I roll 20 has crashed on me.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to figure it out. It seems that if I try to open more than 4 roll 20 windows, 3 of which being roll 20 and the 2 character sheets, once I open that 4th, everything goes bye-bye. So I can't actually see where I am.
Okay.
But I'm going to guess that
Casimir is
Casimir.
still well out of sight. He would need to dash to even be close.
But
Just-
can he do that whole Misty Foot thing?
what?
Yes,
See,
he has Misty Foot.
I don't have all of the NPCs open.
Sorry.
Um,
He has it. I know it's in there.
so
I don't remember what level
if
it is.
he has
though.
the spell, he can move
Yes.
30 feet as a bonus action, and then
Okay.
with a dash, he basically moves 3 times his normal speed. It's essentially what Rahadin has been doing.
Yes.
Okay.
And,
If he uses a Misty Step and a regular move, he can get here.
I can't see that.
She doesn't
No,
have the window open.
I'm saying Tristiana. He can get
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah, in the hallway by the top of the
From
stairs.
that top of the stairs right there, does she have line of sight on him?
Well, hang on. So let's see. 10, 20, 30.
So
40.
30 feet to here, 30 feet to there. That's what I'm thinking.
Well, to Misty Step, you have to be able to see where you're Misty Stepping to.
Oh, okay.
All
right. So
yeah, so I don't think he can get
Okay.
to where there's line of sight. But so he could Misty Step the first 30 feet and then run.
Right. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah.
Yeah. So, first Misty Step, 20, 30, getting to there, and then.
So
I will say he can get to just the top of the stairs, and he can see. But
Okay.
That's with his bonus action and his regular movement, so he does still technically have an action.
Okay. Who's around Casimir? Not Casimir. Rahadin.
Adrian and you, Shadow, are
Okay.
adjacent to Rahadin.
Then I'm going to magic missile,
All right.
which I think is a lower level spell, and I still have speed.
I will roll a magic missile spell
Yeah.
for Casimir. All right. Casimir, where is he? There he is. All right. Okay, that is 8 force damage, which he takes.
Excellent.
He says, well, he doesn't say ow, but you get the feeling he's thinking.
Ow.
Yeah.
also need to move Casimir's
Oh,
token.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Zia, you and Honor
Okay.
are kind of the only ones still left in the temple proper at this point.
Okay. He runs. Takes his expeditious retreat action to there, and then takes his move action up next to Casimir. He doesn't really have line of sight from there because of the column, so he's going to hold his action and hold his action to cast a firebolt if he sees him.
Okay. Honor, your turn.
Okay. So, Dash's bonus action would be. Let's see. That's 35 feet. And so I've got another 25 feet that I can
Right. You could get
that
to
I can get to.
Yeah, you could get to the big rock in the cave here.
Yeah.
Map over here.
Whoops.
Okay. Is that what you're doing then? Okay.
Yeah.
That's your turn. All right. It is Rahadin's turn, and Adrian and Shadow are within 10 feet. And once again, these voices, they seem to swell, and I need Adrian and Shadow to make a wisdom saving throw. And do you need me to make that for you?
No, I just got everything
Okay.
loaded. Thank you.
All right, wisdom
You
saving
guys
throw
put
for
on
Adrian
wisdom,
and
right?
for Shadow.
I'll feel bad for Adrian.
Wow. They both
Wow.
succeed. They do still take half of this, though.
Okay.
Half
So
of.
it's going to be 6 psychic damage from each of you. And that's, going to be off of your giant eagle HP.
Oh yeah, right. Sorry.
Okay, yeah. And
I-
then he is misty stepping onto his horse.
Damn it.
Can somebody? You know what? Never mind. I'll close that.
You'll get the opportunity attack when he tries to
On the horse, yeah.
Yes.
on the horse
Yeah.
when he tries to run away.
Which is exactly what he is trying to do, so go ahead and make that attack.
Oh.
Oh crap!
15.
15 is not enough. And the horse, mounted combat is so weird. The Phantom Steed, which is what this is, has a speed of 100 feet.
Oh, jeez.
But I will say, because he has only just mounted it, that he is only going to be able to get 50 feet on this turn. So let me actually grab both of those together. I didn't mean to grab Rockjaw.
I'm flying.
All right. 1, 2,
I wish I could have grabbed the horse.
4, 5. So he gets to here. And you guys are slightly lucky in the sense that he can't just go anywhere. He has to go where the road is.
Oh.
But he makes it to here, and the horse will be able to move twice as far as that on the next turn. All right, that's Rahadin's turn. He is making an attempt to escape.
Does my held action go off?
Oh, yes. Firebolt,
Okay.
I think it was.
Yes, a firebolt. 15.
Unfortunately, 15 is not enough. It sails by
Okay.
as this extremely fast skeletal phantom steed is racing him back down the path. But Shadow, as a giant eagle, it is now your turn.
Okay. Sorry. I'm trying to. All right. I don't know how many hit points a giant eagle has.
Oh, well,
Probably a lot.
it's not actually. I mean, really,
Hmm.
because
Yeah.
they can fly. That's their thing.
Ah, there it is. I found it.
Okay,
It's 26.
all right.
Hmm.
This is 26, 4d10 plus 4. But I assume that just means 26, right? No.
Right.
I
Yeah,
don't
it's
know.
just 26.
26.
Yes.
I'm not going to roll hit points every time I turn into an eagle.
Right,
So
exactly.
So that's all right. So I have 20 currently. All right. That's just what I needed to know before I could do anything. So I'm going to follow him. And
Dash up, and when he tries to.
well, my flight is 80 feet, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah,
he's
you
in
can get a
range.
bad attack.
Yeah, I was much further than 80 before, so I
See if you can pluck him off the back of the horse. That would be awesome.
I'm
Well,
gonna fly up to him. Go ahead, Christina.
Yeah,
Didn't
you
mean to-
make one beak attack, one talon attack,
Yes, and I'm gonna make a.
and they're each +5.
Yes, so it's d20 plus 5. Okay. Just trying to. I had to get the stats for the giant eagle on something other than roll 20 because if I have too many
Right.
things open, it crashes. Oh, there we go.
A 14 is not enough.
Okay, well, I'm going to do my other attack then.
All right. Is this the beak or the talon second?
Talon second,
Okay.
because she would definitely bite first. And that didn't work either.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. So
Damn.
unfortunately, yeah, you are within melee range now, but you're
I'm so
not able to
angry,
connect.
You know, I'm not used to this form yet.
He's wearing studded leather armor, and you're kind of swipe at both of those, but don't get any purchase beneath. All right,
That's okay.
Adrian's turn.
Okay. Can't get that close, but we'll try to get as close as possible. So flying over here and firing the hand crossbow one more time.
All right. 6, unfortunately,
Nope.
is not going to succeed.
You're gonna need a new map soon.
Yeah. Well, if he's able to ride off the map, he's moving fast enough that we would have to handle combat differently anyway.
Already had his turn
Yeah.
this turn though.
Yep. All right. So that was Adrian's turn. Julius.
Yeah. About the only thing Julius can do is chase him.
Yeah. Well, your normal movement speed would get you here, and then if you have any sort of a ranged thing, but I don't know if you do.
Hold on a sec. I think I've got a crossbow.
I think you have a longbow.
Longbow, yeah, you're right.
Mhm.
Okay. So.
Well, you can move another 30 feet first.
Yeah, move your 30 feet first.
Okay. That's 25, 30 to there.
Okay.
Okay. And what's my range now?
Just make a regular attack. Just it's fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
You're-
less than
you're within range.
150.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, you're fine.
Unfortunately, the arrow sails by and off the cliff and into the abyss of fog below. All right. Anubis' turn.
Let's see. All Anubis can really do is chase him at this point. He can get to here, but since he's off the ground, it doesn't really matter. He's just
Well, he could attack the
Howling.
Phantom Steed, technically.
Yeah, you could go after the horse.
Actually, Phantom Steed is a weird spell. I can't. It's not 100% obvious.
But you can even attack it.
Yeah.
I thought the horse was flying.
No,
No, it's
Oh,
not.
no, I'm fine.
it's on the ground.
No.
It's just fast.
Yeah, no, actually, because he had to dash to even get that close, he wouldn't have.
Okay.
But he would get an
He can't Misty Step while he's riding it, though.
Yeah, so he would get the opportunity attack.
All right. Ishmark's turn.
Okay. Ismark is going to run up to here. That's 30 feet. And then fire the heavy crossbow.
Okay. 18 is enough. That hits.
Okay.
Yay.
6 piercing.
Yeah. So that's 19. He's been taking a lot of damage. He's in rough shape. All right. Esmeralda's turn.
Esmeralda lines up her shot because she doesn't want to hit anybody else and uses this alley between Shadow and the Were Raven to cast lightning bolts.
All right.
Uh,
He still does get a dexterity saving throw, I guess. See, this is why mounted combat is weird. But
Yeah.
he gets the roll. 17. So I guess that's half damage. Is that right?
yeah, did the spell actually come up in the chat because I don't see
No,
it?
it didn't.
Yeah.
Weird. Okay. Well, yeah, it's not coming up.
Okay.
Well, all right. Oh wait, there it is.
There
Okay.
it is twice.
Yeah, it was the window popped up in a weird
Yeah.
place.
That's all right. We'll use the first one. So he does succeed in the saving throw. So that's 11
11.
lightning damage. And he is not down, but he's pretty bad. All right. Rockjaw.
Rockjaw, gonna run. Run, Rockjaw, run. Find himself there. Can't get away.
All right.
Oh, you're blocking the path.
Huh?
Nice.
All right. Casimir's turn.
That makes it more difficult for me.
He's
But
stuck
okay.
between a rockjaw and a hard place.
Yes.
How long you been waiting to use that line?
So Casimir makes his movement, and then he is going to magic missile. But he's going to magic missile at a higher level. I can do that,
Okay.
yes?
Yep.
Okay.
When you click
Kill
it,
the
it should
horse.
ask
You won't
you
be
what
going so
level.
fast.
Scene. And we're going to do that at a level 3.
I killed a horse.
So, perhaps fitting.
Yes, that's what I
That's
was saying.
enough. It
Oh.
magic missile hits automatically, and you see these bolts of arcane energy leap out from Casimir's outstretched hand, strike Rahadin in the back, and he tumbles off of this phantom steed, which disappears into nothing, and he tumbles onto the ground and lays there unmoving.
That's for my sister.
Yay!
Yeah. Wow.
Well done. Yeah, you did it. You killed him. He's dead.
So let's
Julius
inspect the body.
Julius walks up to the body and says a prayer.
Should I take his head?
Casimir stops you and says, "Wait." Cuts his ears off. You can have one.
All right. We'll stab it through a tooth of the bear for the moment.
Zia casts Detect Magic.
Okay. Let's see. I'm just.
So who was this guy again?
You don't even know why you killed him.
He is one of the Devil Strahd's lieutenants.
Those of you standing right around him, what you're now hearing is gradually fading, but what sounds like thousands of voices saying, "Thank you, thank you, thank you."
I look around for the voices. They were screaming at me before.
Your detect magic actually doesn't detect anything on him.
Ugh,
He
what a
had
disappointment.
magic of his own, but no magical items. He does have a number of poison darts and a scimitar, and the studded leather armor that he is wearing.
Is it like a fancy scimitar?
It's nice.
Does it have any like pluses?
No,
maybe.
It's not a magic. It's not magical.
No.
It's just regular scimitar.
Okay. So Casimir says, "I suspect those voices are souls he trapped in order to use for the Devil Strahd's purposes. But this is the man responsible for all female elves in this land's death and the subjugation of my people." Ka!
But that one's not dead. I point over at Shadow, even though she's not actually an elf at the moment.
She came later. She is the only female elf here.
Wow. She's going to be busy.
Not if she doesn't want to be. He kind of like stands between Shadow and Rockjaw. And Shadow's like, "I'm a giant bird. I can protect myself."
But yeah, you guys are now, standing back out in the cold wind. But yeah,
I need a
Strahd's
snack.
Chamberlain has been defeated.
What happened to the horse?
It disappeared.
It was a spell. It was not an actual horse.
It was.
I should have recognized it when I saw it, but I am sorry.
Can I, as a giant eagle, like peck off some of his skin and gobble it down?
Ew.
Yeah, gross. But yes.
Getting pretty dark here.
Seeing that, I really could use a snack.
Man. Okay. I just considered that if I had cast Dispel Magic on that horse, I could have. Well, that would have been the next action. But anyways.
So I'm just thinking about, like, if an elf is in a wild shape as an eagle when she eats another elf, is it still cannibalism? I think it is, because it's the moral element.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think so. I think she's wild. But Casimir just kind of looks at her and goes, "That's gross."
No, I think that she means she's a cannibal.
Adrian's backing off. Like, nope, no. Not that kind of bird.
Look, she worships dragons. It's all good.
That's fine. She can be a cannibal if you want her to be. That's fine.
Only in wild shape. What happens in wild shape? Stays in wild shape.
Oh,
Doesn't
my.
end up in her elf tummy, so we're all good.
All right.
Are you sure?
So
Okay.
I would imagine you guys are all kind of standing around. I'm gonna just move.
Should we
I
bury
don't
him
know
or
about
something?
you,
Or burn him?
but I have used a significant portion of my power and I am wounded. Do we wish to take some time before we can explore further, or do you want to consider?
It's probably midday or so.
How many points are you down? I can do
I was actually thinking of taking a short rest.
I want a snack.
We
Sounds
have
like it's
snacks.
lunchtime.
Adrian is down a bunch. Several of you have lost some at least.
Yep.
So, a good suggestion would be find somewhere inside the Ember Temple, maybe take a little rest.
Yes.
We've been in a couple of rooms that seem to.
I think the room with that model would be a great place to go.
That's a great spot. All right.
Yeah, we can't really rest in the room we entered because, like, we burned up the bedrolls.
Yeah.
You shove those aside.
I wish I had mending. I'd fix that for them, but no.
So are
All
you
right,
guys going back in the main entrance here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Please all stop in the little balcony there once
Oh,
you
goody.
get in. Once you move your various tokens in.
Please don't let me accidentally set up a trap.
Okay. Yeah, so definitely once you're all in there, like I said, you're coming in there, so place yourselves in the sort of positions you feel like you would be in.
Yep.
All right, is everybody
Yeah, I'd
Yeah.
say
pretty
so.
satisfied with their positioning?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's see.
It's one big happy group.
Why do I get the feeling I'm about to hear the phrase roll initiative?
Yeah,
We'll
roll
see.
saving throw.
We'll see. Yeah. I think. What happens first? Let's see. 3 more. Yeah. Okay. So, are you still in your eagle form?
Yes.
Shadow. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That's a little weird. I'm just imagining the giant eagle. What you're kind of hopping around along on your claws, or you're flying in and settling.
How
where?
tall are the ceilings?
It's pretty high in this room. Like it was small on the. I should also note that you passed these arrow slits in this first hallway. I'm going to assume you didn't look carefully through them, but I'm reminding you that they are
Yes.
there.
Yeah, we were a little preoccupied at the
Yeah.
time.
I hover.
All right,
I'm
you hover.
fine.
That's fine. Okay, so as you guys are in there making your way back towards that room with the model, you hear a voice coming from that giant statue saying, "I didn't want to interrupt your business with Rahadin, but now that that's settled, die!" And lightning shoots out from the face of this darkened face
crap.
of this statue, and it hits you first. Honor. It hits you first, but then arcs out from you and also hits Shadow and Esmeralda and Zia.
Okay.
How much?
Saves.
Yeah, I'm looking that up. Okay, everybody that I just described, make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh.
Okay.
Catch which ones you had listed. I didn't hear my name anyway.
It's Shadow in her giant eagle shape, Esmeralda,
Yeah.
and Zia, and Honor.
The
Okay.
giant eagle has the same modifier, so I just rolled from.
Right, but for hit points for what's about to happen.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Zia is the only one that dodges, and so he's going to take half damage. The rest of you, however, take 44
Ouch.
lightning damage.
Holy crow!
Poof, I'm an elf.
Yeah, so remember whatever. Yeah, so you take whatever leftover damage.
Yeah. Oof.
All right.
Ow!
Yeah.
How many of you drop?
I don't know if anyone goes
I'm
completely
at
unconscious,
like
but
half-ish. I'm okay.
yeah. Okay, so that happens, and so now I guess we are going to roll initiative. let me grab this thing here.
Oh, do you want to reset the counter before we start rolling?
Yeah.
Yes. Because that's okay.
Okay.
Token. So, let me restore to you, or refresh your memory, that what you see for this statue is this giant 40-foot tall statue. Its face is completely shrouded in darkness, and that's where the lightning came from.
That's where the light comes in.
I have foreseen that it rolls a 10 on its initiative.
Oh.
Nice.
All right. Yeah, you know what? I'll just go ahead and make the token visible. So you guys can see it
It's
there.
a thing.
Yeah. I was just trying to decide to, to hide from, like, do you guys know what it is? You technically don't, but... Okay. I think we got
I'm gonna
everybody on here
take
now.
a snack after this.
All right. So, yes, that thing just cracked out that lightning at you, yeah. So now you're up, and So go for it. We're in initiative. Esmeralda's up first.
Okay, Esmeralda can't take another one of those, so she's going to dash through the door. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60.
All right. Adrian.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yep.
So do we see a thing?
You
or...
see darkness where the face is, but that's where the lightning emerged from.
Okay. So many things. And this barrier that's here up on the upper level, the banister, is that something you can get behind for cover?
No.
Okay. Then he is going to book like mad here. And get to there. He's dashing, so he has no movement left. Can he see the shadow from there?
So if he's looking through the arrow slit, what you see is just complete darkness with where the face.
But he can't see it.
You can see the darkness, yeah.
Yeah. He can't attack this round, but he could attack potentially next round. So he's holding there.
Actually, you know what? From that arrow slit, I'm going to say no. I'm sorry. I'm
Okay.
retroactively saying not from that one. From the middle one, you can.
Let's see. His movement is 50 then, so he would be able to make it to the second one.
Yeah. So from that one, I'll say he can.
Okay. He's just holding and hiding for the moment. He's
All
not
right.
firing.
Okay, so that's Honor. You're up.
Okay, let's see. Honor is kind of sort of on her last legs, so she is also going to dash through the door. Or, yeah, she's going to run through the door. And that's basically going to be... Well, no, that she's going to cast Cure Wounds on herself.
Okay.
It's all gotten very serious all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Because she can't take another one of those 44 lightning damage spells.
Right. Let's see. Okay. I'm looking at the various, setup of what's going on here. Okay, so Honor heals yourself a little bit. Zia, you're up.
Just checking the range of a spell. Okay, good enough. Zia casts Expeditious Retreat again. Takes his bonus move 10, 20, 30 feet. Casts Dispel Magic on the darkness.
Okay.
Oh.
You will need to make an Arcana roll.
I do. It's higher than 3rd level.
It is.
Okay. Arcana.
Spell attack.
Or spell attack. I think that's right.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry. So it is essentially like ranged spell attack. I think that marks right.
Okay, then it's a D20 plus 7. Hold on while I arrange for that. $16. That should be enough.
It's not.
It's not.
Whoa.
Holy crap. Okay.
The spell,
Well,
you just for a second see a glimpse of a statue's face with openings in the eyes, but then the darkness resumes.
Okay, and he takes the remainder of his move.
All right. Okay. So, Julius, your turn.
Yeah, Julius is going to dash 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. I don't want to leave myself. Shoot. 60. I'll just kind of hug the wall here, I guess. There's a little bit of a column blocking me, although it's still pretty exposed.
Holy crap! You got okay. I'll bring back your corpse.
I won't.
That's all I can do.
All right. Shadow, your turn.
Okay. I had a question, and then I realized that's for Casimir.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to. Can I do a ranged attack and then move?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I'm going to do. So I am going to fire with my short bow.
What is the range? Because this thing's like 100 feet away.
Hang on, I looked it up before.
Oh, well, 8320,
good.
so it will be at disadvantage, but it was the same roll for both, so it kind of works out okay. Anyway,
Okay, cool.
so a 24. Oh, that's pretty high. Let's see. So, yeah, you kind of have. It would be at disadvantage from the darkness and the range, but they don't stack. So 24, that hits.
Yay.
Yeah.
That was 7 piercing.
Yeah. It you hear it. You hear a little voice kind of grunting like ah, but you can't really see anything else about it, so it's hard to say if it had the full effect you would expect.
It might have to
Okay.
make a concentration roll.
And I move
Bit of a one.
30 feet.
If you're thinking for the darkness, no.
Oh, well, I don't know what else it's doing.
Yeah. Okay. It is its turn now. And it looks. Well, you don't see it do anything, but you hear it say, "I see you down there."
He's talking to Rockjaw, right?
Julius is the worst thief ever, really.
This is going to be really bad, Tim.
Oh, is it real?
Yeah. Okay, so let's see.
Dude.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
Uh, 19 is a success. So
Yay!
you are going to take half damage for this.
Okay.
Oh man!
Damn.
Oh, wow.
And does that take you to 0?
That takes me to minus, yeah.
Oh,
You die.
Oh,
Julius dies.
I was trying to get in range to cast Ray of Enfeeblement. It was just...
You wouldn't have hit with it anyways.
It's not a physical thing, I
Unfortunately,
don't think.
you guys see or those of you who are in a position to see your colleague Julius, his face just go blank. He just collapses unconscious, and then a moment later, sits back up.
Oh.
I'm changing my name to Lazarus.
No. That ain't it.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, Tim. Julius is dead.
I'm now undead.
He is a zombie. No longer under your control, I'm afraid.
Guess I'll just close that character sheet.
Well, but well, next time, you can perhaps roll another, and we'll figure out what's going on there.
I think I probably better. Yeah, maybe I'll just get working on that now.
That's fair. So about half the party now has had to do that, right? So.
Exactly half, right?
Yeah.
I think Lee and I are the only ones on our original characters.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
so that was this thing's turn, and so that's done. So Rockjaw, it is now your turn. Yeah, you have just seen your colleague go down.
I mean it, not carrying the corpse.
Although it does kind of make me slightly angry, so I will rage.
So you're a real sentimental guy.
Well, that's hurting me.
I will
Rage.
run.
Okay.
I will run and get behind this column. That's all I can really do.
Okay. All right.
Not the only one's gonna-
Ismark's turn. So I guess that's still that you get still get to be Ismark today, Tim.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't kill him.
In fact,
Yeah.
actually, if you want, you can just be Ismark now. Or you can roll another character and be both. That's fine. Whatever you would prefer.
Okay.
Can Ismark snap up to 8th level when he starts playing him?
Ismark's pretty powerful, but yeah, he doesn't have PC stats. He has NPC stats, so it's
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I was mourning my character. Is it
no,
Ismark's turn?
that's legit. But yeah,
He
Ismark's turn.
needs to run.
Yeah, that's probably the smart thing.
Yeah.
He did. Yeah,
I
he
would
would've-
think this would be a good time to retreat. Yeah.
Yeah. You might suspect that the spells that you have seen are some of its heavy hitter spells, which it might not have lots of, but you have no way to know.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
Okay. So I
there
believe.
is a door on this side that's open, but you also don't know what's in there. So
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's also closer, and if you don't go that direction, you won't have cover.
yeah,
Also a
you
good point.
can't get into the other room. You could perhaps go back outside, but
With this further away.
But what's his movement?
60. He can only get to the door. He can't get through
dashes, he
it.
can go 60,
Ah.
but he could, for example, go back out that front entrance,
Yeah.
and
we'll see.
and you don't know
And take
exactly
the
what the
long
line
way.
of sight is, but you at least get further away that way.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to head for the outdoors.
All right.
Because this
you know
does
that
seem
you
to be
can
like.
you can go around that other way.
Yeah. This seems like really the perfect time to panic. So. It's 15.
Yeah, I will say you can
Oh,
get
wait.
just around the corner. I'll say you can get just around the corner right here.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Anubis.
Is running away.
And then Casimir.
How tall is the statue?
40 feet.
40 feet. Yeah, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna run and not actually do anything. Boink.
All
Right
right.
away.
Yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to say everyone now is at least out of line of sight of this thing. I'm going to briefly say that Esmeralda and Adrian can make a perception check. And we're going to continue initiative in just a moment, but first let's have Adrian and Esmeralda. Okay, Adrian, while he is kind of ducking away from the arrow slit, looks down at these flame skulls and says, "Are they slightly less smashed than they were before?"
Oh
And
I don't think they're deadish.
they seem to be repairing themselves at a slow rate, but you don't know how long it might take. You would say it's been
Yeah.
about 20 minutes since you destroyed them.
They're coming back.
All right, so we are still in initiative unless you guys are just going to seal yourselves up in that one room and wait it out. What is the plan? Esmeralda's turn.
I think we should. Esmeralda was going to say, I think we should just leave.
Yeah.
We're not up to this.
I think Casimir would probably have feelings
Yeah,
about that.
Casimir has a
So-
big problem with that. We can't leave.
We'll come back.
What will make us up to this?
I am out of spells. Esmeralda is down a few. If we are, but we know what we are up against, then we will be able to prepare for it.
So you say we retreat and come back.
Yes. And Esmeralda is going out the crack.
Casimir's not happy, but he's having a hard time
Have
with that
Casimir
logic.
make an intelligence check.
Okay. Blink.
Oh, 5 is not very good.
No, he's
Never mind.
not having a good day.
What I will just the rest of you to know, just generally speaking, is that you killed Rahadin, but if you wait and take a long rest, everything else will get a long rest too.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. No, that is understood, but it'll allow us to do things like pick different spells and and prepare for this.
Up to you.
Um,
Yeah. So it's weird now with no with I think probably Ismark might just point out that it's already only 2 days until the wedding ceremony.
That's right.
That's true too.
Yeah.
And Rockjaw's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we going to abandon him?
No.
Yeah. By the way,
also,
Rockjaw,
there
have you
are-
just been hanging out there or hiding or what? The rest of
I'm
them
waiting
are
for my
kinda
next
talking.
chance to attack.
Okay.
I'm
are
raging.
you, okay. So we'll continue the initiative for you then. So let's. It would be its turn first, but it doesn't see anyone right now. So I think you just hear it kind of laughing like.
As best as I can. My
Right,
last two
so-
javelins.
Okay. So what's your turn? Your turn then.
So I have 2 javelins, which is the only thing I can reach you with. So let me try it. I won.
Okay. So 120 is going to be at a
We'll shoot them
disadvantage.
after we Fired them
Plus,
into.
it's at darkness too. So
Yep.
14.
They're at range disadvantage anyway, so.
Yeah, so 14 clanks against the statue's shoulder.
All right. And the second one? 14. So.
Yeah.
14.
Clank, clunk, clunk, clunk. All right, are you ducking back behind the column then?
Yeah, I'm not moving, so.
Okay.
Stay behind the column.
All right. So what's,
Kind of wondering why no one else is attacking, mind you.
yeah. So I think the rest
They
of
must be
you
all dead.
maybe are having this hushed, terrified conversation, but then you hear a fireball go off. So make a dexterity saving throw, Rockjaw, and you cannot see the source, so your danger sense doesn't apply.
Adrian, by the way, would have gotten the hell out of that room. Just saying.
Is there does anyone have any way to like destroy something completely?
Yep. Oh, there you go. That's not good.
Okay,
Could've actually
so
been another anyway.
fireball. So
8 points.
that's 19, but halved for you. And so the rest of you probably would have heard that and maybe kind of wait. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, Rockjaw. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
All
in
right.
initiative
Can
order.
Can Thea take an action here?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We're
He's
doing
going-
fuzzy initiative, but yeah.
Yeah. He's going to go into the hallway here and start gathering up the fragments of the skulls.
Okay. Yeah. Just
Okay.
what? Gather it in a little pouch or what?
Yeah, stick them in a bag.
In multiple bags, maybe?
No,
Do we have multiple?
he's just scooping them all into one bag as fast as he can.
Okay.
Okay. While he's doing that, Casimir is going to move into this room, and he is going to direct a fireball at Zombie Julius.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, the indignity.
Or Julius.
Yeah.
At least he doesn't have armor.
Yeah. Or
I'm
something
not sure
like
any armor would have helped much in that situation.
that. No. Oops.
How's that?
Okay. Okay. Hang on. I'm.
Zombie dexterity.
So that's a fireball. Dexterity makes a saving throw and not likely to be good. 8, yeah, that's definitely not successful. And 22 is actually exactly enough. And you have now. Wait. So hang on. It seems like it would be enough to completely eliminate it, but
Oh,
then
no.
Oh no, never mind. It even with its undead fortitude, that's too much damage. So yes, the fireball disintegrates the zombie remains of Julius.
Excellent. And once Casimir has a chance to leave that room, he will. But I don't want to jump initiative. It's what Julius would have wanted us to do with his corpse. Unfortunately, we
Probably
couldn't.
wouldn't want to be a zombie. That I would,
Yeah.
Welcome to the club, Tim.
Yeah, Perry's
Okay,
still out there somewhere.
Rockjaw, you're not out of trouble yet.
Nope.
And you're out of javelins,
I
too.
don't have any javelins left. What do those platforms look beside the statue?
They're balconies, so they're 20 feet off of the ground. So technically, you're sort of on the first floor, but since everyone else is on the second floor, I'm not going to change the map. There is, I will say, a hallway that you could run through to the east and west, like below what you guys can see. So those are other ways out. But you also would be running into unknown territory. Oh, and then, like I said, let me reveal it just because you would be able to see it and make it clear. There is an open doorway right there, but also you don't know what's there. There's also a door here that you guys kind of have just walked by a couple times.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're
It's a tough dilemma because Rockjaw does not retreat.
Yeah.
Well, he has actually retreated before.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
he's not mindless. He's just
No.
Impulsive? No, that would have been Julius.
Just
Take it in.
remember, when he was trapped by the ghost before, he made a tactical decision.
Yeah.
I'm going to move through those doors.
all right. You reveal this room here. Reveal
It's
it
the
and
hole.
tell you what you see in there. Yeah, there's this room is featureless except for a rough-edged 10-foot diameter circular hole in the floor to the east and empty torch sconces along the walls. Double doors of amber stand open to the north and west. You just came through the ones on the west. A single closed door lies just south of the western set of double doors. And so the big old hole that seems to go down to the next level right there. All right, so you have ducked out of sight. Once again, this whatever force in the statue seems to just does not have anyone to attack at the moment.
All right, I've got one more round of rage potentially.
Also, question: are you being quiet?
No.
No. All right.
No hesitation there.
Half orcs don't know what quiet means.
Go ahead and make a perception check. As you hide in there, you do notice that this hole that looked completely dark a moment ago now seems to have a flicker of green light.
Great.
Beneath it, and perhaps coming up.
Lovely.
All right. So, anyone else have any actions, or you're still kind of having your? What are we doing? By the way, all of these other mountain folk and the gladiator and the direwolf are just kind of sitting back going. Yep.
Told you so.
That was only my move, so I do have
Yeah.
something I could potentially do. On that back hallway, back here, was there any door?
There's one here.
Nothing there.
Don't have.
I saw one here.
Yeah, there's one.
and
Yeah,
then
so there is
not-
one there, and there's also one over here, and then of course the main entrance there.
but not there. Damn.
Okay.
And
I
then
will
the doors
hold
to
my
the north
action
would be another hallway to
for anything to come within range, and I will hit it.
Okay. What if you just see something but it's not in melee range? I mean.
Can't really hit at that point.
All right. Okay. Is anyone else doing anything, or you're still kind of having your conversation about what to do?
Yeah. As long as those flame skulls are destroyed, why don't we still? We can still have a look around on this side.
Yeah, I agree. I also want to roll some hit die, but unfortunately my I just crashed again in roll 20.
Okay.
So I'm gonna load that up.
You don't get hit die until you rest for an hour.
Oh, it's a rest. Okay, then I'll cure myself with cure wounds.
Okay.
I'm at half, and this is looking real bad. So I need to heal up just a quick bit.
Well, so you're turning back to your. Well, never mind. You turned back when you got zapped by lightning.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I will do a cure wounds for you.
Thank you. And Casimir is going to come back out of that room.
Level 1 cure wounds.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
I think I have enough room. For level
you
1.
get another 7, and then Casimir will come back out of that room. What about Z? Are you staying up in there now that you've gathered all of those skull fragments?
Okay. If I've gathered them up, I'm going to return to the to the main room. See whether they disappear out of the pouch when I leave the room.
They do not.
And pour my vial of holy water into the pouch.
Okay.
And then seal it up.
As you pour it in there, you hear some a hissing, crackling.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected.
And smoke comes out of the pouch. If you look back in the pouch, you see that it's just dust now.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
Now take a look back. Are they still reforming?
Well, no, I mean, he put them all in the pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just making sure that new skulls aren't forming.
No.
They're not regenerating.
I am keeping the pouch full of skull dust.
All right. So, Rockjaw, as you are watching this, as you watch the hole, 3 more flame skulls come out of it. I'll say only one of them this turn will. I'm gonna say they just come out and they see you, and that's gonna be, and they're gonna have a new initiative. So I'm gonna say you have the opportunity to move before they can do anything to you.
Run!
All right. Can I close the doors behind me?
Yeah. If you run back into the main room and then.
And I'm going to book it, so I should be able to get there.
Okay.
As
All right.
as the rage fades, because I wasn't taking any damage and I didn't get a chance to attack.
All right, yeah. So I'll say you make your way out there, and then maybe I'm going to say none of you are in immediate danger right now. So if you want, we'll say that Rockjaw and Ismark can both make their way back around the
long way.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I would go through that little cave opening.
Yeah.
Just a
More
quick
of them
question.
skull.
I'm back on roll 20. Did you adjust my hit points in the little bubble?
Oh, yes, I did.
Okay,
We
thank
went
you.
from
I just
36
don't want
to
to add
43.
more than I
No,
have to.
I appreciate the question, but yeah, I did. So,
Thank you.
yeah, all right. So, yeah, you guys are now. Um,
There are more of those skulls. The far end.
We should retreat. We are not up to fighting more skulls, and we are not up to fighting the creature. We should come back when you are healthy, and we can maneuver better.
But we will come back.
We will absolutely come back. There is too much here to learn, and Casimir, we promised we would help him.
Yes.
Where's
Well, that was
Julius?
Casimir that spoke.
yeah.
Julius-
No, Rockjaw, you saw Julius go down.
Oh, did
You
I?
didn't-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't worry. I took care of him. He will not be harming us again.
Do we want to take, before we leave for today, since we've cleared out this hallway, since Zia killed off the skulls finally, do we want to take another look at that model room?
There was
quick.
another door in there that you didn't examine.
Yeah, to be honest, no, because I want to spend time at it. And that guy, if we don't come out again, he's going to come after us. We're not ready to go after him. We should retreat.
What was it? What is it?
Those were wizard spells,
So it's a wizard?
or a sorcerer, or a warlock, an arcane caster.
Very powerful.
Helwa says there's fiends in there too.
I haven't killed one of those. I don't think I've killed one of those. What are those?
Devils, demons.
Devils, demons, infernal creatures. No, we are not in shape to confront it. Not wounded as we are.
I'm tired and need a snack.
Quick question. On our cart full of all sorts of things, do we have like extra bedrolls and so forth?
Yeah, maybe a couple.
Okay, so I would like
in
to
the
go
wagon
take
when you
those.
left out front.
Yeah, I would like to go take some of those and give them to the mountain people since they lost their stuff.
Huh.
Yeah,
I think
I agree.
They're appreciative, and although the direwolf does not warm to you guys at all, eventually Helwa makes it leave because it's given you trouble. The rest of them seem like they're okay with you guys now, but they couldn't calm the wolf down, so she made it leave.
And
Okay.
I guess here's as good as any place, right?
If they'll let us share the room.
They will.
We'll need to keep watches.
We
More
will.
of those skulls about.
I am worried about. In fact, I am worried enough about those skulls that well, hopefully, if we close the doors, they will not be able to come in.
Close.
Helma and her people have stayed here, it seems like more than once, and they didn't come out.
They are really impressed with you guys that you went in there, and even though you lost one of your number and the rest of you got kind of really dealt with, like they're kind of saying, "Hey, that's still pretty good. We didn't expect any of you to come back." So they're impressed enough with you that they will allow you to stay with them, but they also kind of are feeling like, "But yeah, that's what happens."
So, do you think Honor's worthy enough for that spear now?
She has it. She must.
Exactly. That's what I was thinking before, but you were.
No, she
Yeah.
got persuaded. One of Julius's final acts was to persuade her to calm down and not challenge Honor for
Oh, that's
the
true.
spear.
That's
Yeah.
true. Okay. So are we taking a short rest?
Or a long rest.
Man.
We have
I
some
would love to
substantial
take a long rest.
wounds.
It's only
thought
like
all my
1 in the
medals.
afternoon.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna have to take a short rest.
Okay. So at a short rest is when we can use hit dice, correct?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, but we don't get spell slots back.
Well,
Yeah, Julius does, or Zia does, because wizards have a thing called arcane recovery.
yeah.
And although Casimir's NPC thing doesn't say that he does, I will say that Casimir gets to recover. Let's see, what are his spell slots at right now?
Hang on one second. I'm opening that up
Okay.
because I had to close it when everything crashed. All right. So
Because he is a wizard, so
yeah, he is currently shoot, the slots total isn't there, but he's currently used. He has 2 left of his first, 2 left of his second, 1 left of third, 2 left of 4, and
Okay.
1 left of 5.
Well, so how much do you get back, Zia? How many of your spell slots? It's like
I get half my level, so he gets four slots left.
Yeah, I'll say that.
4 levels.
Right.
Yeah.
I will say that Casimir gets the same. So essentially, like 1 4th level, or 2 2nd level, or 1 3rd level, and a 1st levels. I think you follow me.
2 things. A little bit, not sheepishly, but Rockjaw looks very tired. If we are going back in today, I will not be able to stand up to those skulls like I did.
Also, does Adrian have hit dice?
Yeah, he should. Let me.
Yeah, I was just trying to find it on this mark sheet.
Well, it's
Let's just-
so.
Like, it indicates that he has 78 hit points normally, so that usually is 7th level.
Yeah. Okay. So first of all, Ismark gets to roll a d8, and he has 9 total to roll. The Were-Raven, Adrian.
Okay.
Were-Raven gets not as many, because he's actually, he's not as tough as you guys at this point. I mean, he's got his nice curse stuff. Oh, he has a d8 and he has 7 that he can
Okay.
roll. Yeah.
Okay, so I am also going to roll some hit dice.
Yeah. So you didn't necessarily have to roll all of them, Tim, but that's fine. I mean, whatever you want to.
Yeah, remember you're only on a long rest. You only recover half of them.
Oh, okay.
So I roll like the first 4, just to see what happens.
Okay.
And then,
Let me do that over.
Did you get your Constitution modifier back on?
yes, you do.
4 and D8.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, with I don't know. It's weird with NPCs because they don't normally work this way. So technically, should be their hit die plus their Constitution modifier if they have one.
Oh,
For
okay.
each.
Yeah, I'm rolling all of Esmeralda's.
It's when you roll your hit dice. It's not just it's the hit dice and your Constitution modifier.
Well, for your character sheet, it should be all taken care of already.
Roll
Is it?
D8.
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Never mind. I'm a dum-dum. All right.
Two.
So
That's
that
fine.
1, 2. All right.
All right.
All right.
Right there's
All right.
10.
So I think probably we're not going to continue any further today. We'll
Yeah, I
just
think
do a
this
short
is
rest
good.
as a
Actually, I
stopping
have to
point.
go now.
Yeah. But yeah, certainly, this you've made your first foray into the Amber Temple, lost one of your party, but you did kill Rahadin.
Yeah.
Yay!
That was not a guarantee. I thought he was going to get away, but you didn't.
Yeah.
So did I, actually.
I had a dispel magic I could use on the Phantom Steed, so I think I could have gotten him.
Yeah, it could be. That one would have just worked.
Anyway, this was great. Thanks, everyone.
Yep.
All right, and
See you
so
next time.
Tim, if you would like, I'll work with you to help you make a new character for next time, if you'd like.
Yeah, actually.
Hey, maybe take over that barbarian. The
Helwa?
yeah.
Or
Which
get
one?
a cleric.
Helwa is the lady barbarian that was going to challenge Lee for the spear.
Oh. Yeah, no, I was just looking at the last list of classes, trying to decide what I would want to be next.
Well,
We could definitely use a cleric.
There's also some fun new stuff with Xanathar's Guide to Everything, the new book. So
Yeah.
there's some new options we can talk through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think we'll probably go ahead and stop the stream for now.
Yeah.
But if you want to stay on, I can stay on a little longer and we can talk through your character choices now, Tim, or we can do it later, whatever you prefer.
Now it's fine for me.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll go ahead and
Well-
sign off
See you
the
later.
stream for now, and thanks everybody. We'll be back.
See ya.
Okay.
Not next week, but maybe the week after.
Maybe.
We'll talk about it. All right.
Okay.